Says I'm back from outer space. Yeah, I'm going to share the stream and then I'll finish making coffee. Bubble gaze. Fibby hubble double dean. Fumble libble abeline. Fun double down. Jump fribble gone.
We're going to do a collection now. There's some buckets coming round. We've done it each one of our
yeah, sorry, badness. I don't know what happened. My internet just went, fuck you. But anyway, I'm back now. So, I know. I don't know what happened, Freezy. My internet just went, it just literally just turned off. It's never done that before, ever. It's weird, isn't it? It said, no. All right, Steve. A bit political today, Steve. I know, like I promised I wouldn't, but I figure it's important, you know. But I'm going to go and finish making my coffee. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I've got it on in the kitchen, so if it goes off, I can see it. Yeah, all right, just give me a second. I need my coffee and donuts, I think. Come on. All right, I'll just leave it on. Right, I'll be back in a sec. I'll be back in a sec.
This is where I was on the 26th of November. I'd come to London as a journalist to report on an anti-Semitism rally. I was in this cafe, having a breakfast. When I left, I was confronted by the police, I was arrested, I was violently attacked, and I was pepper sprayed. I had committed no crime. As we begin, I want you to ask yourself some questions. Do we have freedom of press? Do we have freedom of assembly? And do we have freedom of speech? Or do we live in a totalitarian state? This was going to be a film about two-tier policing. Two-tier policing where the police treat some people brutally and others, Black Lives Matter, Extinction Rebellion, Just Stop Oil, those destroying British monuments and history, Hamas supporters, well, for those, they failed to apply the law at all. But as I thought about what was going on, I kept coming back to the question, what? Why are the police behaving like this? And the second question, what else is going on in our nation that might explain? The closer I looked, it became very clear that there were many other things going on, which taken together look almightily similar to the strategies used by totalitarian states like Russia, China, North Korea, and Saudi Arabia. If we're not quite there already, I believe we're drifting perilously close to becoming a totalitarian state. Now, what does that mean? A totalitarian state is one where the state decides which ideas are correct. It uses its power to impose an official ideology.
Mr. P, jump in, baby.
Resistance. Institutions like the civil service, judiciary, police, and free press are facades for the exercise of state power. Media, academia, organised religion, the justice system, banking, and finance are used to retain power. Power is concentrated within an elite. Social traditions and culture are swept away by the new ideology. The social fabric of society is weakened as a result. Participation in an approved ideology is encouraged and then required. Individualism, true diversity of thought and freedom are replaced by mass conformity to beliefs and behaviours sanctioned by the state. A totalitarian state relies on force to suppress all opposition. And in the end, as seen in countries mentioned, Russia, China, North Korea, Saudi Arabia, eventually large-scale violence and assassination become permissible to achieve their goals. Now, if you think that's nonsense, and if you think it only applies to me, you need to keep watching.
Hoax. Go on, mate. Yeah, it's a bit political today. Sorry, Steve. Oh! But because Neil's there, you see, he said he's going to try and ring in and that. He's been sending me pictures and stuff. So I figure I might as well just stream it, mightn't I? So weirdly enough, just got cut off a minute ago. Just cut off for some reason. I don't know why. You just cut off. I've got donuts and coffee now. I'm well happy. Come on, donuts, baby. Oh yeah. So, mate, you're very welcome. Been getting idiots in, you know. Idiots in that called some idiot come in and called us all dregs of the UK. Look at the dregs in London. Look at the dregs in London. We are supporting him. Yeah, I know. It's just like, you know, it's just feel it's important today, mate. Maybe it's the start of a pushback, you know. Maybe there's a lot of people streaming this today, so I think I can do my bit, can't I? Yeah, I can do my bit. Yeah, oh yeah, no, it's the same things going on. Same thing. Yeah, not anymore.
That's right. You can climb on one.
I've got donuts.
Oh,
donuts.
While praying to Allah.
Mini donuts. Oh yeah, I know they're bad. I know they're bad for you. All right.
And bring you water. You can
42. They've been political this afternoon. Restreaming this. Bernard's here as well. Bernard.
But racist. Not in Palestine. You're not in Palestine. You're in England. They're racist. Yes, they are. Yeah. I have a right to protest. And I have a right to stand on my doorstep. It's my property. I'm renting. Yes, I can. No, you can't. The idea that calling a bunch of racists racist is in fact a criminal offence. Because the fact of the matter is, when you're shouting from the river to the sea, you are being racist. And when a gentleman stands on his own front doorstep and shouts out, "You are being racist," then what the police have to do is respect that. Women and children were raped. They were raped. See? That's what you're doing. Yeah? That's what you're doing.
Yes. You're not going to win this, mate. You need to stop.
And you're not going to win this. It's my property. I live here. They're at someone else.
You're in a public space.
This is my house. I live here. I pay rent. They asked the gentleman to respect the demonstration. Well, the police are supposed to respect the counter demonstration, particularly when the counter demonstration consists of one person standing in their own doorway, posing a threat to nobody. Well, that's where we're at. The police are making political choices, political decisions. They're allowing one group to chant and scream whatever slogans they like, and then they arrest or threaten with arrest counter-protest. That can't be right, and it gives us another clue, yet again, of which side the police favour. I'm not getting involved. You're a police officer. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. So wait, how do you how to the protest?
These donuts are good.
You don't have the right to speak in the UK. We've seen online censorship. This is now offline censorship, where an individual police officer decides what is acceptable and what is not.
We're going to do that. We're on the gun. We're on the block.
What we're saying now, I want to make very clear so everyone understands.
These little ones, Steve. Look, these little ones, man. Oh, look at that. Oh, pure sugar. Oh, so good though.
Calling for a genocide in Israel.
I want a donut.
The mainstream media deemed it.
Do you want a donut whole? No, that's weird, isn't it? That's
Thousands of people take to the streets
serious.
Following the massacre of Jewish people, the single largest loss of Jewish life since the Holocaust.
Oh, I know.
For the erasure of Israel.
With a nice steaming fresh cup of
to my
coffee
mind,
as
there's
well.
only one way to describe those marches. They are hate marches.
You can't wave the Union Jack.
Arresting an Englishman for flying a Union Jack when there's people here literally tacitly supporting the October 7th.
You cannot preach Christian gospel.
Fucking police out there.
Harassment, alarm, distress is a criminal offence.
I need one with my coffee. Oh, yeah, it's good. Crazy, I've got to say.
You asked me what I've been preaching. So we've been preaching about the gospel.
Oh,
And
yeah.
close to time for me, you cannot work as a journalist if the government doesn't like your views or you report it.
I'm here at work. That this has got nothing to do with your role as a journalist. But I'm here at work. Your presence here is causing.
And you've got nothing to do with his role as a journalist, exposing the truth. No,
from that
because him there is going to cause somebody.
Is a huge intrusion of police powers into journalistic freedom. He was pepper sprayed, arrested, 30 police officers, a overreach of their power.
Oh, yeah, how good they were, Freezy.
Journalists who simply wanted to tell a story.
Well, good.
We have to look at the way Tommy was treated by the police and see how different it is from the
I love me a bit of Hopkins. I do like me a bit of Hopkins.
Or Islamists or extremists.
It just says it as it is.
Hurt our country. You want to hurt our country, hurt England, my home.
There's loads
You
of them
get
here.
treated with kid gloves. You want to stand up for our country, stand up for our culture, and you get battered within an inch of your life. You get pepper sprayed in the face, and you get treated like your scum.
I think what happened with Tommy was very scary for your average Brit to see someone turn up quietly having their breakfast and the overwhelming police response to that, then to be cuffed and to be maced in the face, I think is a sign of a fearful police force. You know, if they're going to do it to him and these figures that
can do it to us,
front of people and stand for people, then they will do it to you.
I think that there's a particular paradigm in place that renders some people on the inside and some people on the outside. And our lad Tommy is, of course, on the outside. And so he will get treated in ways that other people who may be equally or more divisive won't be treated, ever.
I went down to the Cenotaph on Remembrance Sunday to pray for our fallen, to pray for the servicemen who have died for our freedoms, to protect these so-called liberties. And I was cast as far right, along with people like Tommy Robinson, who were also down there. So what does that tell us? Well, the police came and they kettled us, they cordoned us off, and the mainstream media painted us as far right. So the media, the police, and the government are against certain demographics, and other demographics get away with whatever the heck they're like.
England didn't want the Jews. England didn't want Jewish people in their country.
We're just putting up flags. We count the police more or less every single time. As we tell them, we're putting up the flag in solidarity with the Palestinian people.
Let's think about flags and emblems for a minute. It seems absolutely fine if you want to walk down the street carrying a banner that says Free Palestine. But if you're raising and following and flying and celebrating a St. George's Cross, for instance, then even though it may be entirely legal, the police see you as being on the wrong side of history. They see you as being on the racist side of history. Again, that's so disrespectful of us as a nation.
At the moment, anything racist or even close to racist.
I don't know how they live with themselves. Do you? I don't know how these people live with themselves doing this job. I don't know how they do it. How do they go home and sleep at night? You know what I mean?
You can hold it, you can wave it. It's just we don't just not recording any sort of issues in the barriers. You know, and your flags just not on the barriers.
Oh, fucking mate. Oh,
When they march down
it's the film, isn't it?
Palestinian flags, you won't say a word.
It's the film, isn't it? Honestly, Steve, right, mate? What's been going on here, Steve, in Peterborough, mate, for 30 years, and no one says a fucking thing about it. No one says a thing about it.
Isn't the ISIS flag?
We have. Sorry, Steve. I'm not trying to rile you up.
Calling for jihad on the streets of Britain isn't calling for holy war, and being in anti-Semitic, genocidal slogans on Parliament, that's fine as well.
I spoke to the police over there, and they said it is an offence to do that. I don't know the particular law. It's an offence. Stop it. But they're not.
And this is something I've been warning about for 20 years. there's a two-tier system across this country, one rule for them, another rule for us, and it's a change.
Well, there's a two-tier system. The rule of law has got to be implemented equally across all
really
communities.
bad though. It's really bad.
System,
like when I say Peterborough's fallen, mate, I mean
many people have lost their jobs, all their promotions for speaking.
Sorry, Steve, I'm not trying to get you know. I've been good so far, you know. This is the first time I've ever done something political. I'm only doing it because Neil's there.
I don't actually
and my
believe
missus has
that
gone out for the
the
afternoon. I've got nothing to do. So
of our country, but what I do believe is they've got control of Corn and they've got control of London. And again, this stems with Corn. He's actually given our capital city away to his mates. Beware, because if you let Labour into the back door, expect more of this and expect our city to be taken over by these lunatics.
We have allowed our streets to be dominated by Islamist extremists and British Jews and others to be too intimidated to walk through central London. We
need to get riled up. Come on!
And now we're allowing Islamist extremists to intimidate British members of Parliament. This is wrong. It has to stop. Would my right honourable friend organise a debate on extremism and how we tackle this challenge, which is one of the central issues facing our generation?
Again, this is nothing.
Steve, I'm sorry, I didn't realise I fell off the weight of the weight.
I was not allowed to march through Tower Hamlets.
Lying here with Steve.
Get it out, Steve. Get it out. As I was not to enter Tower Hamlets. I went. I was assaulted on the border of Tower Hamlets.
If only everybody had a backbone like that Elemental Lane. Hey, really? Really? Little week. I lost my business, didn't I? I'll never forgive this country or this government, these people in charge, what they've done. Ruined my business. 25 fucking years I worked. I'll never forget, ever. I will never
step back
done to this
to
country,
unidentified men, probably undercover police, step in and assault me. I didn't react. I was arrested. I was sent to trial. I was given bail conditions that banned me from entering.
I need to get it out now, Steve. Fucking get it out, come on.
No evidence.
Right, just like, you know.
It was kicked out.
1984, Steve, innit? My 5 minutes of hate.
In a totalitarian state, the police operate outside of the state.
No, be all right.
Their actions are purposely.
I'm pretty proud of how many people have turned up today. I've
with the wrong kind.
I've fucking gone. I should have gone.
And they lie. They continuously lie.
Good. Yeah, he's like, fucking no!
The police said I was carrying an offensive weapon. They fabricate a reason to arrest me. They detain me, they take me to the police station. As soon as I'm there, they drop the case of an offensive weapon. Then they look for something else to arrest me on. Breaching coronavirus regulations. No joke. Again, no evidence. Kicked out. You're fair.
I think democracy can't function with two-tier policing. I think a two-tier justice system and a two-tier policing system is a existential threat to democracy.
Once that trust's broken down,
there he is. There, fucking hell. He's there. That Benjamin. Yeah, you lovely kid. I'm there with you in spirit. All right, this is what this is for, Benjamin, for you.
We need to look at the police officer.
So I can feel closer to
you. A clue where the political allegiance lies. Now,
that's got to change, though, Steve, isn't it? That's what's got to change, isn't it? I think people need to get a bit riled up, don't they? For it to change. Need to be able to talk back and say, no, I'm not happy with this anymore. I'm not fucking happy with this shit. Look at that fucking car. Stay in that car. We've got one of them round here. Fucking rainbow police car. Rainbow police car.
Pro-Palestinian marching and a hard.
Oh, you bro, we feel you. We do, man. We're all in now because you're there. So I thought, well, I'll do this because you're there. And now, like, these lot are all here because you're there. So yeah, we're behind you, man. Come on. We're there with you.
It's the police's job to uphold the law. That is it.
Something's got to change, though, Steve, isn't it? Because if it don't, mate, like it's not me and you, though, Steve. You know this as well as I do. It's not us, is it? It's Finn, my daughter Taylor. It's them and their kids, isn't it? If something doesn't stop or change, we don't stop it. That's what worries me. Not me. My daughter, Finn. No, that's what worries me, mate. It does more than anything, you know. Yeah, I know. Well, maybe, you know, it's because sometimes, Steve, it takes people a lot longer to wake up, doesn't it? You know, maybe like, you know, this is pretty big this March, mate. There's. I mean, Benjamin, how many people are there, Benjamin? Can you tell us how many people are there, roughly? Because it looks like there's tens of thousands of people there.
Bunny Crean was in prison for 2 years.
I know, Steve. I'm not preaching to you, Steve. I'm not.
He died in jail during that sentence. While at the same time,
Happy Soul Sailor 777. No, I'm not. Don't know. I'm not doing that. Oh no, fellow spy. No, I'm not doing that.
A Muslim abuser, Adil Rashid.
No, thousands, mate. I know.
A 13-year-old child. He was let off because he wasn't aware that wasn't allowed because he'd been brought up under the influence of.
He got spared jail because he didn't realise that having sex with a 13-year-old was illegal.
One of them was let off with a community order for raping children.
Pretty good here, Benjamin.
He too was there. Just like the two
we got a front row seat here, man. It's pretty good. I've been looking for you, but I told everybody you're quite small, didn't you? So it's hard to see.
Whatever the judge decides is based on who's sitting in front. And perhaps most galling for me personally.
Oh, your picture, mate, with Paul Thorpe, that was very good, though.
Back in 2018, I was in prison for reporting outside Leeds Crown Court at the end of a trial of now convicted child rapists. Watch this.
We grant the extension of time in respect of the finding of contempt in Leeds Crown Court and allow the appeal against that finding for the detailed reasons set out in the judgment. Essentially because...
I'm not laughing at this, I'm laughing at you, Freezy. Oi.
That's right. It was found to be an unlawful imprisonment.
That's Peterborough. He came to Peterborough as well.
I face a contempt charge, yeah? For doing exactly what you just asked me. Exactly identical. You just asked me. No, exactly. I'm being prosecuted by the... Exactly what you've just done.
Because they're waiting for it, aren't they? They want it to kick off, Benjamin, don't they? They want it to. You're a legend, Benjamin, for doing this and going there today. You're a fucking legend.
So they had to.
You are.
They took me back to the old Bailey twice and eventually convicted me.
She is a bit of a cheeky mare, isn't she? A little bit.
Which I did not commit, by the way. And they gave me another 10 months in prison. So 13 months and then 10 months for asking now convicted paedophiles how you feel about your sentence. What's the difference between what I did and what you did?
You've now been found in contempt of court. You lost your chance to be
You
an
don't care.
MEP. Do you think the myth of Tommy Robinson has just been burst?
You don't care, do you? You don't care.
Blank expression on her face.
You don't care that the judicial system has just prosecuted someone because of who they are, not what they've done. You don't care, do you? You're a journalist. Do you not care about people's freedoms to report? What do you get for contempt of court? The Daily Mail, the Daily Mirror actually caps the trial of Levi Belfield for the rape and murder of the child Millie Downer. Contempt of court. Say they were fined. Rod Liddell, while writing for The Spectator, he actually caps the Stephen Lawrence murder trial.
The Spectator magazine is being prosecuted for breaching reporting restrictions during the trial of Stephen Lawrence's killers. Gary Dobson and David Norris were described as disgusting racists in an article written by Rod Liddell while the Old Bailey trial was underway. The magazine is accused of breaching a court order preventing prejudicial material being published before jurors reach verdicts.
No, he's all right. He's small. If anything kicks off, he'll get out. He's really small. He'll be fine.
See, we have a politicised judicial.
We have spent £115,000 so
I bet the cops hate. I bet the cops there fucking hate this. I bet they fucking hate it. They hate it.
The Muslim paedophiles from the Rochdale grooming case were given £1 million of our money to fight that case. The court orders.
Right, he'll walk at the people's legs and get out, will he?
When they're released from prison, those paedophiles are still walking around the streets of our country.
I bring it back to my arrest in November last year. It's important to understand the process is the punishment. I had to go to court 7 times.
Steve, I'm sorry, Steve, I'm doing this, mate. I feel like fucking hell. I love you though, Steve, and you must still rat finger. This isn't the Waffle House, this is the Empire, you know that, don't you?
And what was the outcome?
Neil is the new.
The bail conditions were unlawful.
His mouth.
The entire thing was unlawful.
I don't know about turtle.
Police officers lied in their statements, fabricated paperwork. They lost all their body-worn video footage. That's right. Every police officer you see, the body camera, they all lost it.
All of them.
Ain't my homework.
All of them.
So have we won? Or have they won? They physically attacked me. They pepper sprayed me. They banned me from my capital city for 6 months. They financially bleed me. The point I want people to understand is I've just said I've won, yeah? Have we won? Do we have freedom? For the last 6 months, I've been banned from entering my capital city. Whilst jihadists have took over our capital city week in, week out, with the grace of the police.
Yeah, close, Steve, man. It's all right, Steve.
I've had my restrictions, my rights
I'll
to
just doing it because Benjamin's there, you know.
I
promise, Steve, this won't bleed over. Right?
For the last 6 months, I've had to go to a Muslim police officer and ask permission to come into my own capital city, of which one of the meetings was to interview a member of parliament. That Muslim police officer
might be streaming later, Steve. Might be just doing an Empire with some music and that later as well. Maybe 10:30, maybe.
They arrested me on my daughter's birthday. Yeah.
None of this, I promise. None of this, I promise.
Their bail conditions are unlawful. This is about lawfare. The process is the punishment.
Our eyes have been opened because of the internet age. We can see precisely what's going on before they spin it, and then we can compare the narratives of the true events that we saw with our own eyes versus what they want us to believe.
And there's always more rules. Rules that superficially sound reasonable enough. Non-crime hate speech. No one wants hate, right? But those rules are simply weaponised to silence people again. And the people with the wrong kind of view.
Well, later, it'll be later, Nana, if we do it. Later on
400 people
tonight,
were arrested for things that they said on social media. 400 people in Russia. Obviously, this country is very different. How many people do you think were arrested in Britain for things they said on social media last year?
Go on.
Take a guess.
I have no idea.
3,300.
Really? Arrested for what they said on social media?
Yeah.
Much of this current obsession by the police with what we say.
Do you hear that? 3,300 people were arrested for what they said on social media. Social media.
It's based on this thing called the
Get rid of Facebook. Get rid of Facebook. Get rid of it. Yeah, all right, Babushka, you can have points.
To show where genocide.
You can have some points, all right.
And he has a 5-step program, if you like, which begins with contrary speech. So if you, as I did, retweeted somebody else's limerick, and the political content of that limerick was anti-trans, as it was when I retweeted somebody's limerick in 2019. The logic of the police is this, that is the first step on a 5-step program.
They want you pissed off, don't they?
Genocide. They say that without necessary intervention,
yeah, they do that here. Fucking real bad, yeah. I lost my guns, bad nurse, because I had a YouTube channel. I was talking about the sky.
If it's not stopped there, he'll move to step 3, which is direct.
Points in one day, I know.
Then step 4, which is violence. And
I'll give you another point as well.
5, which is terrorism, genocide, and murder. That's the police logic, and that's why they are so obsessed by what you think.
I'd say to Benjamin to jump up and down so we can see the crowd, but he's so small we probably won't see him. He's so small we probably won't see. Where is he? You can't see him.
Or protecting us from misinformation. As Robert Kennedy says, there is no time.
Oh, Benton, Mr. Benton. Yeah, it's a bit political today, Benton. Look there, look, he's laughing. Jump up and down, we can might be able to see you. Wave your hands in the air like you just don't care, like that. Do that.
And when they want to, they just create more legislation. Like the Online Safety Act brought into effect.
Might be able to see you. There he is. Look, you can see his hands. You can just about see his fingers.
The government protecting society from the extremists. That's how
he's only 20 foot back from the stage.
Is the future of journalism?
Yeah, no, it's all right, mate. No, look, I've done it over here because I don't want to mess up my other channel. See me waving? No, I can't. No. Oh, look, get the cameraman to turn back the other way. I bet you've been standing. I'm over here.
I think this will curtail and stop.
Oh, Benton, look, everyone else has got one. You're going to feel left out if I don't give you one, and you're fucking out. Just give you one as well. Good. So everyone's going to be a moderator over here.
Use the law to silence
It's
ideas.
be a moderator club over here. That's what it's going to be. The moderator club.
Men who get sexually aroused by dressing up as a woman and reading to your primary school children. The Muslims who don't want Islam to be scrutinised by people who think Islam might be such a great idea for great Britain. Any woman who doesn't think a man can become a woman, I just wish it. And if you want to see how much distress you can cause Generation Z by simply saying there's two genders, it's clear.
There is.
Every new piece of
there's not a million. There's two. Two jet. That's it. Two.
And then weaponised by the government and those who hate our nation and our values. It leaves each of us with less and less freedom.
It should go without saying that this is an optimistic future, and if we continue going as we're going, independent voices will be snuffed out down.
He's all right. He loves it, Babushka. He fucking loves it. Don't feel sorry for him. He loves it. He's the real hero out of all of us because he's there, isn't he? All right. Don't tell him I said that, though. All right, because it'll go to his small head. All right. Don't tell him I said that. It'll go to his small head. See, he loves it. He loves it. He does. Oh, he does.
Another picture straight out of the communist totalitarian playbook is the use of security to spy its own citizens. Russia's KGB, East Germany's Stasi, Romania's secure state.
I can take it, Babushka. Oh, he can. Bareback from all angles. He can. He fucking loves it. He does. He loves it. Come on.
Before Elon Musk rescued Twitter, the Twitter files revealed how the oxymoron-likely named Democratic Party had staffed it with FBI agents with the power to read the private messages of whoever they wanted.
Now, a journalist working with Twitter claims the FBI paid the social network money and at the same time pressured Twitter about its content. Meanwhile, Elon Musk's newest Twitter file showing how cozy the relationship was between the FBI and Twitter right before he took over. Journalist
Short man, you've got to put there. Yeah, because he is small man. You've got to put. He is the
FBI
small
asks
man.
to remove 3 accounts. That gets forwarded to Twitter. Twitter immediately suspends the accounts. But more importantly, when there's a glitch and the accounts remain up, the FBI immediately writes back and says, "What's the deal? We just wrote to you. Why is it still up?"
And do not think the security services intrusion isn't happening here in Great Britain.
What are you doing? Show me in the back of your car. There's no one.
Well, Marcel, I'll restream this then, and I no. Rishi's new job is working for Elon Musk. I'll tell you what, I'm going to make a prediction here. Elon Musk will be with the new Enron within a year or two. That company's going bust, Tesla. Going down, baby. It is. Yeah, it is. And fucking cars are shit. They are. They've not lived up to any of the promises they've made.
Because essentially, I've got
Still built on nothing. He wants 59 billion dollars out of that business. If it does that, it goes into negative equity.
Who's in the back of your car?
Enron all over. You what?
Let me see who's in the back of your car. Tell me what you're doing in the house. Oh no, what you're doing, bro.
Yeah, it's still built on nothing now.
In a recording van.
They're not even got the biggest
recording station.
market share of electric vehicles that everyone are giving back. Everyone's giving them back their shit.
They're sat in the back of their van. This is recording devices. The whole of this back thing, because he just opened it up and I've got him out. The whole of this back thing is recording, but they're pointing it because what this is has been a setup. These police officers set me up. That was 2 men, one wearing a wig, from the security services outside my house in a van with false plates on and full of listening equipment. Not investigating the crime, but listening to see if they can find
now.
When did anyone?
Yeah, I agree with you, Nana. I do. I reckon it'll be the next Enron. I reckon it'll probably fall on its arse all that. People end up going to prison.
Of course, to maintain control, every totalitarian state must control what you hear, what the people hear. And the government learned that the media, big tech, and the British people were easy to control. Pay the media and big tech, terrify the people, label misinformation, anything and everything you don't agree with, demonise and arrest anyone who doesn't comply.
3,300 people were arrested for posting on social. Man, that's
I don't want them
incredible.
sitting next to me in the
What
theatre.
a complete
I don't want
waste
them
of
standing
police
next to
time.
me at the theatre
Posting
bar.
on
I don't
social.
want them next to me or anywhere near me or even in the same carriage on the train.
We're locking up. Yeah, fuck BBC. And well, fuck the police. Fuck the police. And we're locking up people as well. Tony Blair.
Welcome to BBC Verify. Like you said, we are a team of investigative journalists here at the BBC. We are also a new brand, and we are a physical location above the newsroom in London. And the point of the team, as you said, is to verify video, to fact check, to counter disinformation, and to analyse really complex stories so we can get to the truth of what's going on.
And look what happens to independent journalists. Voice of Wales reporting a vaccine.
We saw how the media were manipulating everything, and then we saw a gap in the market for honest media, for truth, which is quite mad. So that's why we thought, well, let's just form our own media. You know, let's just be the media. People in Wales aren't getting the truth. We can give it to them.
With yourselves, if you face opposition to your journalism
from
the police, what can you give me the worst example of this?
Worst example would have to be Cumbraen, wouldn't it?
It's absolutely
We went down to this one in Cumbraen.
I've smoked a whole joint since I've been sitting.
It was all calm, it was all nice, you know, they were
isn't it? Fucking hell.
They weren't aggressive at all. And it went on for about an hour. And then all of a sudden, a chief inspector turned up.
I mean, I am as well then, Freezy, though, isn't it? Because I was born on the 33rd day of the year, so Illuminati confirmed. Oh, yeah. Come on! I knew it! I knew it! It's part of the fucking gang. I knew it! I knew it! He's a distraction.
He's there for you. You know, and that's what it was. He was absolutely there for us. He instructed people to leave. He said to leave the doorway.
I know. I think I only found that out the other day. I got to this age and only found out that I was born on the 33rd day of the year. Illuminati confirmed.
We moved.
Can't deny it, can I? I can't. Look, I can't deny it, can I? What can I say? You know, good. People use it against the Illuminati confirmed. I smoked 2 joints in the morning and then 2 more.
When you are under arrest for aggravated trespassing.
The song, yeah. I probably have smoked 2 today, to be fair. Jesus is 33, you're in good company. Yeah, but I'm not 33. Am I? Just born on the 3rd. Oh, shut up.
They're not part of this group.
I'm dreaming of a wife.
The first charge that we had was aggravated trespass. Yeah, that's what they said.
And then in the middle
Christmas,
of
fraud, 2 counts of fraud.
And that then gave them permission to break into our homes.
They took your car, they took tripods, they took microphones. Like, I don't know what a microphone does.
Everything you do, you work with.
Everything we do, work with.
Correct.
They let us go. Stan was my left. You know, we travelled up together. And I said, oh, yeah, I'm just waiting for Stan. They said, no, you're not waiting for Stan. You can listen to, oh, you're not allowed to be anywhere near Stan.
So people understand you're a double act. Your journalism is a double act. Your shows are a double act. You go everywhere together. So you are the show. Yeah? Okay. And if you have bail conditions, you're not allowed near each other.
And then they said, right, okay, well, if you want to go for coffee and something with Stan, you can, but you can't do Voice of Wales.
Which shows exactly what it was about. It was about
corruption, isn't it? See, trying to stop these 2.
So we got to court. They wheeled in all the police officers, 3 sergeants, and the chief inspector, and they basically all perjured themselves. They said that we were aggressive, we refused to leave the land. We were told numerous times to leave the land, which is what the trespass charges came from.
I'm over here. You won't be able to see him. I told you. You better see his fingers.
And the footage says, if you would like to protest, please stand over there.
See what Google is saying.
We invite you to stay on the land.
Have a look.
If you wish to protest, you can go and stand over
Waffle
there.
News. No, not getting into that. They've
They've
changed the news now. Tommy Robinson addresses thousands of supporters at Parliament Square.
As journalists, we've gone through.
Yeah, took that other headline away, though. The one from. Oh, no, it's still there. The hooligan one's still there.
People like we get for simply talking about true things that are happening.
Jump up and down, Neil. Quick, jump up and down. I'm over here.
Something's happening and it's not. We
still won't see him.
What is actually happening.
Like Warwick Davies jumping up and down. Help me.
Just like Russia. North Korea. And Donald Tusk's anti-conservative antics in Poland.
In December, we had an event with Andrew Bridgen MP and Carl Benjamin. And what better person to report on it?
I thought you were saying something, if he has any sense, he'd be sniffing out some good street food. I thought you were going to say something else then. If he had any sense, he'd be sniffing some good cocaine. I thought that's what you put. I read it wrong there. I did that thing that I do.
So I
and
get
I
a
read.
call from DC Shah, police officer.
Shut up, Dave. He's not sniffing coke. He's looking
information about the event.
Shut up.
He then goes
If he can get out of the crowd, I mean, it's so small.
Message from Polly to say he's being blocked or
His
banned,
mates
not
take
allowed. And I understand later that he needs to ask permission.
Yeah, I am
from
as
a
well.
single police officer whether
This
he's
goes
allowed
on for a
to
bit though, Benjamin, doesn't it?
report on events.
I hope Trump
So it
wins.
seems as though
It'd be nice.
this individual
It'd be nice if he
officer
did.
has absolute power to restrict
I think
Tommy
it's
as a
going to be an
journalist
interesting
reporting
year,
on
isn't it?
any event in London, and that power in
Yeah,
the
you should
hands
definitely
of
get
a single
waffles.
individual
Don't get a hot dog, but definitely get a
concerns
waffle
all.
if you can get one.
There should be a warning to all reporters.
Definitely
not
go and
just
get yourself
in
a waffle.
Britain, but across the Western world, because we do not have a freedom of press, never mind freedom of association. Look at what's happening in the United Kingdom. We've got this body, this regulatory body called Ofcom, who regulates broadcast media. They're being given new controls, new powers to regulate
bad, is it,
the
Benjamin?
internet as well. And it looks like they're an
Really good
independent
here.
organisation.
It is.
They're
It just is. So I can hear it all. Wave now, wave.
They are controlled by the government.
We can't
They
see.
are
Wave,
assigned
wave,
by the government.
wave,
Therefore, it
wave.
is essentially the government
You see him?
who is regulating the media.
Reporting.
See, he's too short, isn't he? Too short.
Factory, very, very quickly, very, very suddenly. We've noticed that.
It's great here now.
The trust in media is at an all-time low. The stats
Wave,
support
wave,
that.
quick
All
wave.
the legacy
wave.
media are losing their income because they've not got the viewers, they haven't got the readers, because they're not reporting. They're seen by the public now, not reporting
can't
the
see
news
him.
properly. But that just
Probably
makes
not
them more
waving, is he?
dependent on the support they're getting from big business and government.
I've actually seen quite clearly the different
fucking
type of treatments when it comes to someone like me when I'm reporting, and when they see someone like Chris Mason from BBC News. Even the facial expressions, even the body language changes is telling.
The press, as we know, is very, very controlled. The mainstream media is hugely controlled. Journalists I've known for many years, and I won't name them, but I mean, in Parliament, they won't talk to me anymore. And when they do, they admit privately that if they printed my views on issues, they'd lose their jobs immediately, and it certainly wouldn't get covered. So we're not getting a balanced view of.
Look, she loves a bit of the old.
Events. We're getting a very biased view.
Oh yeah.
Totalitarian
Got that.
control
He's
where
got
the
that.
state decides who is
I don't know. You know. That sort of.
broadcasters and what the news is.
Oh, I ain't got nothing. All right, good. I know she seems to be, doesn't she? She's got a thing. Oh my God, fucking hell! I know she seems that she's got a bit of a thing for him, hasn't she? Eh? Fucking hell! And does he do one of the what do they call it? Get him to do a private message. You can get him to do a private message for her. Hey Natalie, this is Maya. Oh yeah. Guys, his smile, is it? Is that what it is? It's his smile.
Well, with controlled media, you can inject propaganda into the population on a daily basis and indoctrinate them all. You can hammer away, pumping out the same messages.
I'll have one for her. Oh,
COVID's going to kill you. The vaccine's 100% safe and effective. Global warming is going to kill us all. Mass immigration and diversity are our greatest strengths. And if you can control what people hear...
That's Joel, Benjamin. Do you know who Joel is? Joel. Wave, Benjamin. Wave. 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 Wave now. Wave. Stick your tiny little hand in the air. Wave.
We generate and apply behavioural insights.
No, that's a
to
flag.
help people
Wave.
live better lives.
Is that your flag? Was that his flag?
The government set up a unit to manipulate...
Is that your flag? Was it, Benjamin?
The behavioural insights team known as the Nudge You. Its sole purpose is to work out how to get you to do...
Tiny hand. Was that his flag? I saw a flag start waving, didn't you? No, but was it a flag? You got a flag in your hand, or is it just your hand?
And the number of people who've died. Yes, and the most shocking thing actually is the number of people who have died.
The United Kingdom's death toll from the coronavirus has risen by 1/5, that's 20%.
The latest number of deaths in the UK is higher than any daily total reported by either Italy or Spain.
13,258 people.
Get Neil to stand on a fruit. Where's he going to get a fruit box from, though? He's standing in the middle of a crowd. Wait, give me a fruit box.
734 people.
Getting your mates back. Oh, look, there's Matt Hancock, knobhead. Fucking not lothers.
So they could get you to stay in your house, wear a mask, be in the bubble, take the shot, take the vaccine. Even though the data showed as early as May 2020, just 3 months in, that for the healthy people under 55, there was minimal risk. They shut the country down anyway.
Yeah,
I
lost my. I will never.
Becoming a totalitarian state, which is based on very bad science.
Change.
False science. There's a fraud behind a lot of it.
And they said the vaccine was 100% safe.
Milk. Where's he going to get a milk crate from? Milk crate.
Let me first say that I believe COVID vaccines are indeed safe and effective. Vaccines have all been through and met the necessary safety and quality standards.
I've just had a vaccine for COVID. Vaccines being rolled out in the UK are not just safe, but they make you safe. They're saving lives and protecting people.
It's not just your own life you'll be saving, it's other people's lives.
Fuck all these people.
Trust the science and get
Oh,
on with it.
God.
This is a safe and effective vaccine.
Except it wasn't. The media played along and only told one side of the story and shut down many respected scientists who did not agree with the approach and wanted to warn us about the possible COVID vaccine harm. But they didn't manage to silence everyone.
But what is almost certainly, if you allow me to say this, Weston, what my own research has found, and this is something that is probably a likely contributing factor, is that the COVID mRNA vaccines do carry a cardiovascular risk. And I've actually called for the suspension of this pending an inquiry because there's a lot of uncertainty at the moment about what's causing the excess deaths.
Yeah, someone at the BBC booked Dr. Malhotra to talk about statins, that he was determined to let us know about the vaccine harms. The all-party parliamentary group on the pandemic response heard about the terrible effects of weaponising fear. Have a read of The State of Fear by Laura Dodsworth. And of course, they kept hammering away about the danger of the far right.
From the Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, he says this: I conclude rather unsurprisingly that there is a greater violent threat from the far right. Just would like to pick up on that point because MI5, 67% of the terror attacks on their books since 2018 are Islamist attacks. 3/4 of all MI5 cases are from Islamists. The Backley Grammar School protest, that was on the far right. The anti-Semitism boom we've seen in Britain since October 7th, that wasn't the far right. David Amos was murdered, not by somebody from the far right. Mike Freer forced out of politics by an arson attack. That wasn't the far right. Just Stop Oil, presumably, they're not the far right.
Here again, every announcement they make, the far right gets a special mention. Where are this far right? You know, the real fascists. Because by the government's own security services, they tell them that 90% of the people on the terror watch list, 90% are followers of Islam. That's 40,000 potential terrorists they would know about. Not to mention the ones they don't know about. Are you scared? I'm not scared. And all the undocumented illegal immigrants that they have no idea where they are because they've done a run-up. The government has
Daily
lost
Mail
them.
have got here Tommy Robinson leads football hooligans in London protest.
We never hear about
The Daily Mail have put leads football
the
hooligans.
following directive was issued from party headquarters to all communists in the United States.
My name is Michael
It read,
Caine.
When
You've got a
certain
minute behind.
obstructions become too irritating, label them after suitable build-ups as fascist or Nazi or anti-Semitic. And use the prestige of anti-fascist and tolerance organizations.
Just trying to see what they're trying to put as it's going
in the
on.
public mind,
You know, what
constantly
they're saying
associate
about
those
him,
who
what
oppose
they're
us
saying about
with
it.
those
and, you know,
names
what's
which
going on.
already have a bad smell. The association will, after enough repetition,
With a history of
become
violent
fact
disorder.
in the public mind.
Police said intoxicated individuals with a history of violent disorder have been spotted at the event by Tommy Robson. That's what it says. That's what it says just there by the Independent. Good. Police have vowed to do everything to stop anti-racism protesters from clashing and confronting Tommy Robinson.
Well, some of them don't know what to do, and there's others elected that actually believe in these extremist, destructive ideologies. And some of them want you
So it says now, it does.
taxing us more.
The Independent, but yeah, police said that intoxicated individuals with a history of violent disorder have been spotted at the event organised by Tommy Robson today in London.
90 levels.
Been very peaceful. There you go.
Of course.
I'm glad we're doing this. I'm glad we're doing this.
Indoctrination. Some more questions.
We continue down this path we will enter a form of tyranny where certain views, certain opinions, certain people are deemed acceptable where others are not. Based on what? It seems very arbitrary. That, to me, is terrifying.
I hate it, don't they? I bet they fucking hate this. All them coppers there. Fucking hate it. I bet they do. Yeah, we're on chapter 6 now.
Another piece of the architecture of a totalitarian state is to use the citizens to take ownership. After years of increasing social isolation, people retreat into the online world, building echo chambers, polarised, angry, faceless discourse. We were all potentially
Daily Mail, Tommy Robinson leads football hooligan march in London, demanding. Oh, what does that say? Fucking what?
And lonely, socially isolated individuals, often stuck in meaningless jobs, carrying the fear and anxiety of the monster.
The pictures they've used of him as well. Fucking arseholes. Met police, Mark Rowley as thousands of officers take to the streets.
And the destabilising effect of ever-changing rules.
Officers? What the fuck are they going on about? What?
They can be made.
That's Tommy Robinson, that is.
You may not come within 2 meters of me.
I'm walking past you.
You're a dickhead without a mask. You're a cunt putting people's lives at risk.
Ask you to wear a fucking mask. Like, seriously, woman, who won't wear your mask, who don't wear your gloves, who don't wear practice social distancing. Wear your fucking mask.
How?
You can see what the Daily Mail is. They've got big signs at top. Stop fascist, Tommy Robinson.
For the NHS, when they're appointed,
They've used a picture. I'll tell you what, fucking people.
How else do you think the people would turn into zealots?
They're taking a
They
picture.
turned on those who did not believe.
Fucking arseholes.
They turned on the people who would not comply.
It happens when they, your neighbours, start breaking lockdown rules, with the police receiving 200,000 tip-offs.
You see, people brainwash.
It's a film that he made. He made this film, Nana, to expose the two-tier policing here in the UK, or to make it a little bit more.
Frightened people.
No.
People who perhaps have little meaning in their jobs will take up the cause for the state. These people are desperate for meaning. They're desperate and they crave a master. They want to be told what to do, and they see forcing others to comply as their virtue.
Benjamin, don't worry, mate. You get on with it. You get on with it, mate. Just be safe, all right? Stay safe, you lovely git. Stay safe, you
They
git.
become part of a group. The antidote to the social isolation and the loneliness. But here's the problem.
1984,
Just
isn't
as
it?
the state manipulates increasingly lonely, socially isolated, anxious and frustrated people. With social media, others can do that too. Sometimes the government let it run.
It's nice, actually, just to sit here and vent a little bit, Freezy, today, to be fair. Good to just vent and get it out sometimes, isn't it? I think a lot of people feel very, very, very angry about what's going on, don't they? If this wakes more people up, Freezy, like we were saying yesterday, even if it's just that first level, just wake them up. Oh, fucking hell, what's going on? Then boom. And they've done their job today, haven't they? You know what I mean? You know, what did Matey keep saying? And he said, it begins in June. It begins in June. So maybe this is the beginning of it. June, I mean, you know. Shut up, I will. Shut up, I will. Shut up, I will. Stand tall, Neil. Stand.
And now there's a fifth column, agitating on the streets, calling for jihad, calling for the extermination of Jews. And there are thousands and thousands who join these marches who have been manipulated in just the same way.
I just noticed the signs you got from the river to the
Yeah, I don't want it. Yeah, I don't want it. Both of these are going to get deleted, Freezy. Both of these streams after I finish, I'll just delete them because what's the point? But you know, a few people saw it or whatever, and we'll get to support Neil. He's down there, don't we? So yeah, this isn't going to be my usual run. All right, it's not going to be my usual content. No, we'll get back to the drivel. The drivel.
It's Palestine's land.
What are you guys at your protest for? Why are you guys out here today?
Speak to the organizers.
Why can't I wanted to ask you?
Do you know what about Israel? Why are we
That's just carrots. Oi! Not got carrots for you.
We're educated. I'm not either. Yeah, I don't think it would be a good idea if we.
Why are you guys protesting?
Just to be a part of the cause.
What's the cause?
I'm not the right person to talk to.
So
What is the cause? I don't know. It's the next thing. I don't know what the fucking cause. Fuck up.
Why are you guys protesting here today? I don't want to do this. Sorry. Do you know why you are protesting here today?
Yes.
And what is that reason?
No comment.
Build a new workers' party, a socialist alternative to Sunak and Starmer for a socialist intifada. What's a socialist intifada?
If I'm being honest with you, I just got this at the stand over there.
So he hasn't see what I say. See what that just happened there. See what I was saying about our university students. If I'm being honest, I haven't got a clue. I was just handed this. I'm going to go in a march today because it'd be good. Because all my peers are doing it at university.
Well, it means to.
Hasn't got a clue. Hasn't got a fucking clue.
Definitely not the person.
Weaponising our own people against us, our own younger generation against
us. So-called genocide of Palestinians. They believe in the war. They can't name the river or the sea.
I know, it's incredible, isn't it? So I was just saying that an hour ago, when I was literally just saying that an hour ago, when they go to the universities and they go, yeah, come on, we're going to go on a march this weekend. We'll give you a oh yeah, come on. Fucking takes the piss.
And they didn't march.
Students have never left school. No, they haven't. No. And then they leave educated or think they're educated and realise the world's full of educated derelicts. Got a degree, have you? Oh, well.
The majority of them know nothing. I grew up in Israel. I moved here 27 years ago. I've been to explosions. I've been to the shit. None of those people got their info.
It is, Little Wig. It is. Yeah. And that guy was a classic example, wasn't he? Oh, I don't know. If I'm being honest with you, I've just picked this up over there from that stand. Good. I'm just out today because it's the right thing. Shut up.
They make their own, which is up here, which is why what happens when they.
The multi-pronged attack it is.
10,000 of them show up. These are 10,000 people with nowhere else to be.
Yeah, I am today. I don't feel quite. I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy today. To be fair.
And indignation, they get to feel good.
I'm doing this really just to support Neil because I would love to have gone with him today, but I can't do it. So,
pro-abortion, so-called vaccines, free Palestine, transgenderism. Sometimes people jump on board because they believe in it. It gives them meaning and community.
It's true.
It makes them feel better about themselves. Others, they jump on board.
Why is that? What's the fundamental reason for that? It's because none of us are actually happy, are we? Because we're not living the life we're supposed to be living. Fundamentally, the life that we all live is completely wrong. All of it. We're not living to our full potential, are we? To what we're supposed to be doing with our lives is looking within, looking like, trying to be the best version of you. We don't do it, do we? We don't. Defund the media. Just defund them all. Fucking defund them all. Well, you can watch this yourself, Clinton. I mean, I'm not trying to get rid of you, mate. I like you being here and that, but there's loads of streams on it today, so I just wanted it to just do it just to support Neil, really. That's all I'm doing it for, mate. We'll do this again later, maybe at 10:30 tonight, but it'll just be music tonight. Just music.
And telling people what they have to think. So there has to be.
They have
to have consequence for dissent, for non-compliance. There has to be a consequence for speaking out. And the government will decide what non-compliance is. The government will decide what you're allowed to say. As the cost of speaking out increases, fewer people are prepared to speak out. Everyone should get the message, and a spiral of submission and compliance should follow. Perfect. Well, that's the theory. The government
loads of people streaming it. I'll just,
make non-compliance.
Benjamin's there, so giving him a bit of moral support.
But not so costly that they create martyrs. Create one Spartacus, and you may have a revolt.
Every day brings new studies, new findings that confirm the last 2 years of life in the Western world as a blizzard of lies.
Keep in mind, Tony Blair is the one who's been advocating for vaccine passports, digital identification through COVID, and all of these measures.
Either we stand for free speech, in which some people will take offence, some people won't, or we don't, right?
There's no scientific evidence. You can't rubbish the evidence and have it rewritten to show the same needs. No one voted it. It's the beginning and bringing in of a surveillance state. And he's trying to make noises so that I can't say that.
Every one of them lost their jobs for the wrong kind of views. And politicians are no exception.
Will the Prime Minister instruct the Department of Education to order schools to stop indoctrinating our children and to concentrate on their duty of care to protect them?
Suella Braverman,
No,
Lee Anderson,
no, I won't. No,
Andrew
no,
Bridgen,
he won't. Will
they
he?
all lost their
Look at these
jobs for
fucking-
challenging
Come on,
the approved government
yeah.
narrative. You may not actually care about the people you've just seen, but it's not actually about them. This targeted persecution, it could land on your doorstep at any time. I'm in Wales in a village called Furness. I'm at the Stradey Park Hotel, where last
Problem
summer
in
in
it, showing a big
2023,
long
the Home
documentary
Office
in it,
made the
Benjamin.
decision
Problem
to
in
house
it.
300 male unvetted migrants in a village with a population of 400 people.
The shame. Yes, that's the problem in it. You see.
They decided to
Oh,
come
Willie,
out
we're
and
big Willie
protest.
style, baby. Oh, yeah.
And the
Pet mate, you
police's
part of the
job
gang, Willie. Better
in a
not.
democracy, in a democratic society,
Like
is
you're
to
part of the
protect
gang.
the rights of the citizens to protest, for legal and lawful protest. We're now going to meet some members of this community to find out if that's what the police did.
My name is Paul Price. I live in Llanelli in West Wales. The last time I did vote, I voted Labour.
I'm Helen Thomas and I'm 52 years of age. I live in Furness, Llanelli. I used to vote for Labour.
My name is Joel Fuller. I was born in Furness, Llanelli. I'm 77 years of age and last time I voted was for Conservative.
My name is Peter May. I'm 57 this year. I'm from Port Hennock in Swansea.
I need more coffee. I'll be back. I need more coffee.
My name is Montreal. I was formerly a Marine, a police officer. I live in Belligo, very close by, 60 years old. And last election, I was looking for Boris Johnson Conservative.
Our local 4-star hotel was going to be turned into a migrant hostel, housing 230 people in 77 bedrooms.
And what was your concern with that?
Safety, the strain on NHS, the strain on all our services, because we have no facilities, we've got no A&E. Our hospital is only a minor injury unit, and the worry for safety of my children and children in the area.
They're mostly undocumented males that arrive here by dinghy from France. Why are they arriving here undocumented? Why aren't they going through the proper channels? That rings alarm bells in my head. And looking at Ireland's a little taster of what's potentially going to come here, and Ireland's in trouble.
It was a really peaceful protest.
People singing songs.
Yeah. And it was like the whole community just come together. There was a massive feeling of love. It was great. It was really nice until that day.
There was no trouble at that hotel. No policeman was ever punched in the face, kicked, spat at, and yet they behaved all the time as though we were terrorists almost.
It was just crazy. My daughter got pushed to the ground. My daughter was 9 at the time. I didn't know where my daughter was at this point either, and I was just trying to where's my daughter and trying to get my daughter. I got to the point where he just literally battered me all over the road. I had handcuffs up my nose. He punched me with a left hook at the back of my head. There's footage of it.
And your daughter's present.
My 9-year-old daughter saw all of this.
As an ex-police officer, what's the police's job when a protest is going on?
Well, as the police keep on saying, well, to facilitate a peaceful protest. But really, they were there in this protest to crash the protest.
Never been in trouble, lived your whole life. Now you've gone to a protest and here you are in the police cell.
I still hear that echo of the cell door. Yeah.
So you're 77 and you're under arrest. How's that?
And also as well, they arrested me. 8 police came to my house to arrest me.
So you're at home at the time, so this is not a demonstration. So you've been protesting and the police have come to your house to arrest you. 8 police officers in a month.
Ah, shit!
Yeah.
I'm back in. God damn it! Good.
Oh, you haven't been arrested?
I was assured by the chief inspector before I got into that car that I would be home by the morning. And I wasn't. 21 hours they kept me in there.
My wife is a barrister. I'm legally trained as well. And there were all these people who'd been arrested and then they had were given, I think, some of you given bail conditions to prevent them protesting at all. From protesting, going anywhere within, not even allowed to protest online.
They're not even allowed to talk about it.
Not even want to talk about it.
Not to engage in any protest related activity related to the Australia Park Hotel, either in person or online.
Yeah, couldn't go on any social media, messaging anybody, nothing.
So you couldn't talk, or you couldn't even post your opinion on social media.
No.
So not to go within 100 metres of Australia Park Hotel, not to engage in any protest activities, not to publish any information or data online. Yeah, they took away your ability.
I saw what you put, you gits. What's happening over on Yorkshire Rose's channel? Is she there, is she? Oh, it's just the channel, is it? Yeah. Subscribe. No, I needed my phone charger. I need my goddamn phone charger. My phone's almost dead. All right? It's in the kitchen now. I got my joints here. Look. I got a big look. They're just here. Look. I'm going to write another one in a second. Charge me phone up. You charge me phone up.
It's no longer it's not.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
We have a general public, and if you are seeing things that you don't like, you can't see.
See, that's the problem, innit? When you show a big long film like this, it's hard to keep people's attention, isn't it? It's hard to keep people's attention, isn't it? You should have just maybe showed half of it or something, shouldn't he? But
for my rights, for my children's rights, for my safety.
Depending on your ideological stance.
Oh, here we go. Look, what's happening? Look.
For mean tweets, criticism of identity politics, and even me.
Neil, what's happening? Neil, what is happening, Neil? What is happening, Neil?
Where you sit politically.
Look, here you go. Look. What's happening? No!
You see, allowing people to speak freely.
See that, bad nurse? Sorry, bad nurse. See that, lovely. Thanks for dropping in. Email me your address, bad nurse. Email me your address, and I'll send you. I'll send you a calendar, lovely. I'll send you a calendar.
Mr. Justice Knowles gave the starkest warning about the current state of policing. He said, "In this country, we have never had a Stasi, a Checker, or a Gestapo." I think that what Mr. Justice Knowles saw was a trajectory. I think that he saw that without intervention,
Benjamin's here near that, did he? Oh, Benjamin, you still here? Did you see that? What happened there?
A police force, which was a political police force, that would judge people not based upon whether they have or have not committed a criminal offence, but would go up against people because they held the wrong political views.
I've now got 2 police officers and a mental health.
Better light another joint up then, better I? Better light up another joint. Light it up, baby. Oh yeah.
Are we Christians supposed to take a self? I'm not calling for violence or anything like that. Never once said it. There's no allegation. Now look again.
I believe in miracles.
Just for the benefit of everyone that's going to see this is discrimination against Christians right now. Because if I was Islamic and I said anything along their lines, you wouldn't care. You allow hate preachers in this country to preach the killing of homosexuals, and now you're on my door because I said Christians need to take a stand.
Let's get back to the speeches. Come on.
I've got a mental health nurse and 2 PCs, not PCSO, come to my house.
The modus operandi of the state is clear. First, they ridicule you, demonise, ostracise you. Then they deplatform you, they debank you. Then they use lawfare. They use lawfare to persecute you with the law. Then they change the law. Just to try and get you. They literally change the law.
No, it probably won't, to be fair.
Last November.
It probably won't, will it? Well, it might be. It might be streamed, though.
They fabricate charges in
might not be televised, but it may be streamed. Somebody will be there streaming it. Come on. As we all are spanners, does that mean we are all now plumbers? Oh, he's in a weird sort of way. YouTube plumbers,
There's
I
nothing
suppose.
more
Yeah.
dangerous than a person who has nothing left to lose.
I mean, once the establishment move against you, their reach is absolutely immense. Life starts getting very difficult once you go against the narrative.
Sir, why have you been arrested? Because I rioted down Hamas is terrorist organization. That's it. That's it. What did it say?
He's a mechanic.
What did it say on your side?
Well,
What did it say on your side?
I will. Really? I'm stoned. Yeah, I am pretty stoned. We must stand up for our country and our police before it's. Oh, look, Benjamin, what happened there in the crowd? Something happened in the crowd, Benjamin. What happened? They were chanting, "Get him out! Get him out!" There was like something going on.
Many times. Always police is there. When they come, they see, they still attacking me. They still assaulting me. They say, yeah, you should be live here. When you want to come back again, we arrested you.
They give you dispersal.
Exactly. In UK law,
That makes no difference.
Exactly. Someone when showing the supporting terrorist organization.
Shorty, fucking babushka's on it today. Look at her.
Prison. They show what they do. Harassing me and pushing me
More
back.
like see Shorty as opposed to get him. Quick, get Shorty. No, where is he? He's over there.
The police arrested
Never. They never reacted then.
Oh, God.
Two people are attacking you from the front. One, your leg,
Yeah.
One of them has smashed you.
Yeah.
So you're standing there, from behind, he's hit you with a weapon.
From back.
From behind. So from behind your
Yeah.
leg. And obviously, look, this is a serious cut. Your leg's been cut open. When the police have turned up and this is happening, what were the police's actions to the men that were attacking you?
Nothing.
They violently attack you, and the police then attack you.
And especially when I de-arrested, I saw the guy which is attacking me. I told the police, the officer, I told him, he assaulted me. I saw him. He assaulted me.
And there's no evidence.
He laughed. He laughed and go. They should be.
Blimey, yeah.
They should be, enforcing law. Yeah.
But they're not.
They're not. Right now, the UK and British people and the British police officer, they know. They kill our free speech.
Do you believe with what you've experienced in Iran, what you've now seen in London, do you believe there will be an attempted revolution?
Too many Iranian people in Iran saying that.
Saying it's the same.
It's going to be happening when they...
Wave, Neil, wave! Neil, wave now! Wave, Neil! Neil, wave! No, not you, lady. Wave!
It's my future. It's our future.
You see a hand anywhere? Wave! Quick wave! Wave! Wave!
That is Noyak Gorbani. He's from Iran. He is all too familiar with police brutality.
And Neil, you can put her on the lap.
Holding a banner announcing UK government policy. The Hamas.
Woman, I know, I didn't want her to wave, did I?
They actually are described as terrorists.
Hello.
They arrest and continue to persecute her because they can't cope.
Come back. I was
with the
waving all
Hamas
afternoon.
bloody
Mama, can you
protests.
see me? No.
Rather than deal with the problem, they arrest and prosecute the people highlighting the problem.
Neil has a woman now. You have a woman.
Over half a century. Above all, people are exposed to the state predicting troubles for causing trouble, people for desiring trouble. If only they love to think. If only people wouldn't talk about it, it probably wouldn't happen. So rather than deal with the people causing the trouble, what he's saying is they deal with the people talking about the trouble. And if all these tactics fail to silence the dissidents, well,
according to UNESCO, almost 100 journalists were killed in 2018. Hundreds are imprisoned. And when media workers are targeted, societies as a whole pay a price.
Saudi state television reporting this evening that journalist Jamal Khashoggi is dead.
In disguise.
The service has announced
Neil
that
Benjamin, woman in
Alexei Navalny
disguise.
has died.
Yeah,
In a statement,
Neil
it says he felt unwell after a walk and almost immediately lost consciousness.
Reporter Danny Casolero was found dead over the weekend in a motel in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Local authorities quickly ruled his death a suicide.
Felt like a fall guy. I mean, you can set up and
A man under pressure, he once said, "I will probably be found dead in the woods." Within days of this appearance at the committee, that's exactly what happened.
Hang on a little bit too long.
Now look, not every dissident gets assassinated, but we are all to be re-educated. A key part of a totalitarian state is the re-education of dissidents.
That's what they're doing now. See, re-educate the younger generations the way they want them to think. Wait for us to die out, which is what will happen in the next 30 or 40 years. Boom.
You might have been given unconscious bias training to teach you about the prejudice you didn't even know you held.
This online presenter-led training course is the perfect introduction to equality and diversity in the workplace for both employees and employers to help them work towards legal compliance. It covers the protected characteristics, the different types
Was
of
that a man or a woman? What was that on the screen there? Did you see it?
Positive
It's like a
action,
vampire.
and it explores
Vampire.
equality,
Vampire.
diversity, equity, and inclusion.
You all know, whether you're in education or work, you can't speak freely. And if you do speak freely, if you do voice the wrong views, you'll find out pretty quickly you've got a problem. So, how long have we got until people who resisted mandated medical treatments,
One of each.
people who want to end
It wasn't one of the other, was it? It was.
people who believe only a woman
No, it's
can give birth,
it's a
and everyone with
it's a
penis,
thing.
is it
Come
not?
on.
How long until you have your freedom taken and you're sent for re-education, just like the Uyghur Muslims, until you repent and you comply?
It is 1984, isn't it? 2 plus 2 equals 5. No, it doesn't. It equals 4. No, it doesn't. 2 plus 2 equals 5.
That they are really
Equals
Muslim
4.
terrorists and political dissidents. But it is a lie.
There are
Blade
ideas
vampire.
that are right,
Twist
and
it.
the state
Taste
decides
it. Taste my blade.
exactly what those ideas are. Anything else is viewed as dissent, and dissent must be crushed.
We are going to go to a point where more ordinary people
Oh,
who
look,
right now,
Natalie.
they're in places, they're busy with their own lives,
yeah,
they're going to see
juicy
what's going to
boy.
happen. And at that point, it's
Smile,
going to be
Tootsie. Go on,
potentially too
smile.
late. The reason we actually did
Smile.
this happen is because we want them to be better. We're not anarchists. We want to prevent any sort of upcoming civil war. But at that point, it might be too late.
And as Winston Churchill said, the truth.
Hold her back.
You can deride it, you can criticise it, you can ridicule it.
He loves a
but
bit of the
at end
Tootsie,
day,
don't
it's
you?
still
Tootsie,
there,
baby.
and it is the truth.
So, fucking hell. Woohoo. Tootsie. You know I'm going to hold that against you now, Elemental, don't you, Natalie? Forever now. Well, for as long as we hang out. Oh, yeah. Learn to smile like
That
Tootsie.
runs the risk of awakening people
Smile like Tootsie. Shut up.
to their moral bankruptcy.
Not rugged and good looking like him. I've got a massive forehead. Well, 6 head.
Exposing the
For a
agendas
start,
of
you know.
those who are
Can't
supposed
sit
to be
still.
serving us.
Don't look good in the suit.
Highlighting the government's actions, they may not be in the best interests of freedom-loving citizens. They will control over every aspect of your life.
I don't mind that held against me.
How
Well,
far you travel, what you eat, what you spend your money
I have a
on,
long,
who you
long
meet,
memory,
what you
me.
say.
Long,
You see,
elephant's
in a
memory, me.
totalitarian state,
Short-term memory's rubbish, though. What did you just say?
agendas and corruption.
Shut up!
Accountability is dead.
You're ruining Tommy now. Look, I'm doing what everyone's doing in the crowd now. I'm just talking.
The failure of invading Iraq, which destabilised the
People
entire
like you just
Middle
talking
East.
over
It
it.
radicalised a generation of Muslims and unleashed 20 years of Islamic-inspired mayhem across the world. The failure to stop illegal immigration and its disastrous effects on our society. The failure to reduce legal migration. It's worse than failure. For decades, successive governments have implemented ideology-driven policies that drive massive immigration without a clue or a care about the impact on our society.
Yeah, it's good, Freezy, but it's one of them things you really need to watch, don't you? It's hard to get a big crowd of people like that, or they're all there for like a bit of a rally.
They shut
They
down
get
the
them to
country.
stand there for
They
an
took
hour
away
and a
our rights
half
and
and
our
watch a
freedoms.
video. It's
They flirted with compelling medical treatment.
poor Neil. He not even getting this
and
quality
laws, and
with
told
me
themselves
talking over it, is
They
it?
were fabulous at the same time. Patted themselves on the back for these failures. the truth, of course, they cause the inflation we suffer by printing money, continually printing money. And don't ask questions about excess deaths, miscarriages,
just a bit much, aren't you?
stillbirths, cancers, heart disease.
It's to be short and sharp, you know. You want to get all the speeches done first, then he should have done this at the end. And then if people wanted to disappear, they could have.
Dogma that will drive millions into poverty and hardship. They embrace unilateral economic disarmament. They can't stop the tide. They can't stop an earthquake, a hurricane, or even a strong breeze. Yet they want us to believe that they tax us more.
It's knocking about with the ladies today. I'm getting this. I'm seeing a different side to you, ladies. Different side to you, ladies today. I am.
They say they're following the science in order to shut down the voices of esteemed scientists who cry out that climate change is nonsense. You just follow the money on that one. The failure to reject gender ideology. This really should be easy for them. But the fools that lead us struggle to say what a woman is, and as a result, the destructive forces seeking to dismantle reality and society run rampant. Thousands of British children are told there are more than two genders, and boys can be girls, and girls can be boys. Let's be clear, there aren't, and they can't.
No, I like it. Oh, I like it. I do. I got to say, it's very nice. Doing a different side to you, usually it's a bit of a sausage fest. It's pretty good round here today. I got to say. Oh yeah, I like it.
Secondary schools do not have
baby.
And some 60% of students are allowed to participate in whatever sport
we're outnumbered today. I'm, very happy with that. Oh yeah.
39 out of 154 schools replied to research that they would inform parents if a child said they wanted to change their gender. Some 87 schools said they would tell the parents.
Today, as part of the World Book Day celebrations, we've been hosting sessions from Drag Queen Storytime.
If you want to wear an item of clothing that makes you happy, please do it.
Look at that sick. I mean, that's sick, isn't it? That's fucking sick. Look, you got look at him with his fucking beard and he's dressed on. Primary school. Oh, tell you what. Fucking tell you, that's what gets my fucking tell you what.
To permeate the whole curriculum, this use of gender, race, and class. Shh. That's exactly that.
Mass psychosis and gender dysphoria destroys so many vulnerable children's lives.
Disgusting, isn't it? It's absolutely, it's vile, isn't it? That's fucking vile, isn't it? These fucking people. And this is why this is important today, whether it winds you up or not, and you want to watch it or not. This is the reality we're living in at the moment, isn't it?
They want us to believe Putin is entirely evil.
Always elemental, always, weren't they? I got nothing wrong. I've got mates that are drag acts. I have very good drag acts, but
and join the European Union.
I don't think they'd stoop that low to do that. I don't think they would. Not the people that I know, anyway.
Get rid of the pro-Russian leader of Ukraine.
Oh,
people know about the West's biological warfare laboratories across Ukraine. I'm not on Putin's side. Our leaders orchestrate conflict and take us towards war. So why is the government implementing a totalitarian state? Because they're terrified of their failures being exposed. While our leaders tremble,
we are the 99%. We just need to wait, punish the justice. I know, but every time you say that now, I'm thinking of something else. Bareback. Shut up! I know when you put punisher, like you know. Yeah. I've got my mind in the gutter down there. All right, and I apologise because the room's full of ladies, but you know, very firmly in the gutter at the minute. Down there. Down there. It's in the down there. If anybody wants to have a look at the Viking, I think Nana's just posted it. There you go, ladies.
Elected to serve us, the people. Your lust for power and your moral cowardice created this mess. Without pride or confidence in our nation,
twisted. Well, it's Punisher, punish.
That comes along. You took the knee to the Marxists of
Shut up, you sicko!
You embraced the morality
weird
of the
sicko.
You watched as men dressed as women read to primary school children and pumped sexualized material into their little minds. You drank the Kool-Aid on climate change when Nobel Prize winning scientists.
Everything he's saying is right. Everything he's saying is
right. Like cowards before Islam. These ideologies seek to tear down our society, our culture, and our heritage. You are paralysed with fear, or you join them out of fear of what might happen if you don't. What have you done to foster equality under the law, democracy, and liberty? What have you done to protect our precious cultural inheritance of which you are the custodians? What have you done to protect our borders? What have you done to protect our daughters from 50 years of rape and torture at the hands of Islamic gangs? What have you done to defend the sovereignty of the United Kingdom against malign influence of undemocratic, unaccountable bodies like the European Union, United Nations, the World Health Organization?
Nothing. They've
and the
done
World
fuck all.
Economic
That's what they've done.
What have you done to protect the rights of those who actually oppose you? What have you done to stand with the people of Britain for common sense? What have you done for our economy? You set fire to the house. Now you want credit for trying to put out that fire. What have you done to educate our children? You've poisoned their minds with evil nonsense. You have done nothing, nothing at all. In your lust for power, you seek to take our freedoms. And in your moral cowardice, you fail to speak out and stand against the evil ideologies that want to wreak havoc on our beautiful country. You underestimate the human spirit. We are a free people. You cannot take that freedom away. We will fight to preserve it.
Yes.
And our lust for freedom
Come
will
on.
always conquer your lust for power.
Yes.
Your tyranny will fail.
It begins in June. Come on.
We are perilously close to becoming a totalitarian state. We already have two-tier policing, a politicised judiciary and controlled media. They take money to push narratives. Resistance to the narrative is costly, and the more costly it becomes, the fewer people will speak out.
Benjamin's there and he's a warrior. He's fucking down there. He's a warrior. Come on. He's a fucking warrior.
Our real equality and democracy and our living, they are crumbling before our eyes. If Western governments learned anything in recent years, they've learned that fear is an effective tool of control. And many people appear willing to give up their freedoms.
I think so, Steve. Yeah, I think so, mate. Yeah, I think I'm going to stream, maybe, Steve. I think I've cleared it with my missus, although I've been streaming all afternoon. I'm sorry about this, Steve, as well. I feel bad, mate. I haven't meant to upset you or anything. I'm sorry, pal. I promise you, it won't be like this all the time. I'm just doing it to support Benjamin, you know. But yeah, I think so, Steve. If I do, I'm just doing it on the Empire. I'm just going to do. If I do it, I'll do 10 o'clock or something, 10:30 till midnight probably. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. And if I'm doing it, I'm just going to play music and that like I did last night. A little bit of dance music I thought tonight, maybe. Old school dance music and that, maybe. And Acapulco, obviously. Ralph McTown. Come on! No, Steve. But like, you know, it winds me up, Steve. I'm like you. I wanted to unplug, but you know, as Benjamin's gone, I thought, you know, come on.
Lonely, hopeless, angry.
To be fair, he's run this wrong. His old Tommy. I like him in that, but he's shown an hour-and-a-half documentary to tens of thousands of people, and Benjamin said that you can't hear very well there. So I think they're losing the crowd a bit. Really, they've lost the memento a little bit. You know what I mean?
Desire for just society.
But, you know, do my bit. So, I know, mate. I know.
It may appeal to people's
I know, mate. I know. It won't be a promise, mate. It's not going to bleed over into anything else. Very rarely will I do a stream like this, but hey, man.
Care and concern. But the reality requires demonising individuals who dissent in reality, concern for the oppressed or for humanity is
what he really needs to do is release this, didn't he, online, and then just have loads of people talking. But you know,
dogma of the day. And the state
I reckon he just wanted to play it in Parliament Square to a big fuck you to him. Go, fuck off.
Take away more of your freedoms. Again,
he's right. Everything he's said in it is dead right, but it's everything that we know anyway. Everything that we know. See that, Steve? Go on, see that, pal.
Has occurred.
I bet 10:30, Steve. Look, I'll share it on the Telegraph. I'm going to do it anyway, but it'll be about 10:30, I reckon, if we do it. Maybe get some people in for a chat as well. Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
And the public sector.
That'd be good.
They run the media. You may think you have the right views, but if we had to learn anything from Alexander Solzhenitsyn, there is no way of knowing what charges will be brought against you. No one knows what's happening tomorrow. There is a permanent and ever-shifting inquisition. So watch out. We can expect the battle for our society, for our cultural inheritance, to get worse before it gets better. Because tyrants do not want to give up their power easily. But as with the hard totalitarianism of communist Russia and China, which depended on people's fear of challenging their lies and unreality, so it is with the insanity of the world today. We must continue to speak the truth. More people must stand up and speak out. The stakes could not be higher. If we lose our freedom to speak, the freedom to think will become the next casualty. Scrutiny dies and tyranny reigns. Thank
News.
To restore faith in the British public, the head must be removed from the snake. Let's start with getting the resignation of Mark Rowley. If you're angered and frustrated by what you see, please go to resignmarkrowley.com. We will hand this petition in our thousands at our next event on July the 27th in London.
Whoa, I'm up to hard. Shit! That's right in my daughter's back! We're gonna have to do this. We'll have to do this, Benjamin, if you can hear me, mate. 27th, maybe. I'll maybe get set up and I'll actually come and live stream from down there. That might be better, mightn't it?
Thank you, everyone. Look, I know you've given us your time. I know it's been a long day so far. You've all come here. I can't literally stand here and take all the gratitude for making these films because there's a team of us at Urban Scoop. I'd like to thank Aidan, who's put this film together, made it the artistic work that it was. Thank you, bro. And every other volunteer and team member behind the scenes that has worked with us. We've got we've got multiple documentaries in the making, and if you're watching this at home, if you're one of the people who've supported our work at Urban Scoop, whether it be for Panodrama, the Rape of Britain, the Hope Not Hate expose, the Hope Not Hate expose, our Irish documentary, or today, you make it possible. So we wouldn't be able to create any of this content if it wasn't for you. Now, let me get this out. If you're watching this at home, next day we all meet up again, yeah?
Can you remove my comment, please? What comment?
Mark Rowley must resign. You have failed this city.
Wave Benjamin. Shit. Wave Benjamin, if you resign Mark Rowley. I'm going to get a bit of that now, I will. Let's have a bit of that.
Mark Rowley is responsible
they'll just replace
for all
him with
the
some other
scenes
cunt,
that we have seen. The politicised policing, where the Metropolitan Police Force run away from jihadists. They let anti-Semitism out of control every Saturday. They allow crime. They do nothing. And then they smash their truncheons against patriots, members of our armed forces, just trying to pay their respects on Armistice Day. Sign the petition at Mark Rowley. How's about that, eh? ResignMarkRowley.com. Right?
It won't open. It fucking won't open. Urban Scoop petition. It won't open.
We've got some more people who want to give you a message. The next lady's someone who I've watched. I enjoy her content. She's brilliant.
Reload.
Let's play her message to you all now, yeah? It's June Sayer.
It was a hell of a fight trying to leave the European Union. I never thought I'd see the day where I'd have to fight to leave my own front door. Or fight not to have a new drug put into my arm I knew so little about. Or watch care workers get sacked, 40,000 of them, for wanting to exercise the same caution.
It won't go. You can't go to it.
I'd see media figures, celebrities and politicians over-exaggerate claims and effects and benefits of a drug they knew so little about. I never thought I'd see us taxed and fined and have energy prices so high on the road to net zero when countries like China, the biggest offender, are allowed to continue and grow their use of fossil fuels because of a one-line agreement in the Paris Accord. They receive foreign aid from countries like us who are crippling themselves. I never thought I'd see another country's flags waved on the streets of Britain so prolifically as we do right now. And I never thought all my taxes would be sent out to the military-industrial complex to create weapons for other people's wars. Most people I know don't want war. Most people I know want a decent country. We want our needs addressing here. Sadly, neither political party is interested in that. So it's up to us, the people, to draw their attention to our needs, and that's what's happening today. We're trying to get the establishment to realise that people are not going to put up with this. We do not need tyranny. We can run our own lives. We are all individuals with our own dreams and goals. We are not one size fits all. Never give up. We are winning, because it's not just the activists, the bloggers and the protesters. This situation is being discussed in the supermarkets, the taxi ranks and the bus queues. Everybody knows there's something wrong and there's something we can do about it. We are greater in numbers, and once we decide enough is enough, it's enough.
Agree with that. Agree with that. Come on. Enough is enough. It's enough is enough. Yeah, it's weird that freeze, isn't it? You can't open the link.
703,000 people are currently watching us live.
703,000 people. Is that what he said? Fucking hell.
We are the people.
Oh, what happened to the...
This country is a Christian country. This country is a Christian country.
What happened to the sound?
I stopped going to church. Many of the leaders of our churches are out of touch with the people. They've sold us out. They've destroyed their own reputation. I think if every church leader was like the man you're about to hear from today, the churches would be full again.
Father Calvin Robinson here. First of all, congratulations on getting this thing together. It's a fantastic start of a movement on the 1st of June. I'm really sorry that I can't be there in person. I had a prior engagement, but I'm with you in spirit because I think this is vital. Getting the country together, not just a right versus left issue, but a Britain versus everything else issue. We have seen in this country our values eroded over the past 10 to 20 years, and our faith has been at the core of that. England has always been a Christian country. There will be people that say, no, it was pagan, blah, blah, blah. No, England, since its foundation as a country, has always been a Christian country. And that's important because it's kind of formed who we are as a people. And from our laws to our values, to our culture, to our language, all of it comes from the Christian faith. It's all from the same foundation. You know, such as the common law system that we have, where an Englishman's home is his castle. And we should be free to do as we please as long as we're not breaking a law. We don't have the active law system that they have in the EU and the US, as an example. But what we're seeing as we take Christ out of education, academia, our legal system, the courts, parliament, as we take Christ out of all of these things, this tale that we've been told is that we could fill them with secularism, that we could have political neutrality, and that all ideas will be treated equal. But that is a lie. We know that to be a lie. When you take something out, something else has to go in to fill its place. Nature abhors a vacuum. And what we've seen filling that void is Mohammedanism. Mohammedanism, despite what the liberals tell you, is counter to our way of life. It's contradictory to British values, to Christian values. Where Islam tells you to kill your enemy.
Oh, 20, but it is 422.
To die of yourself.
Some points. Key points there. Little wing.
The Christian faith is about love, faith over love. The Islamic cult is a death cult founded by a warmongering paedophile. Let's be honest. I'm not saying this to be.
Lies, Neil. Lies.
This is the truth. We've skirted around this for so long out of fear of causing offence. But we have to stop being afraid of causing offence because our country is being torn apart as a result. There are many, many people in this country that want to turn it into an Islamic caliphate. And I don't want Britain to become an Islamic caliphate. I don't want England to become an Islamic caliphate. I look at countries that are predominantly Mohammedan, and I see that people are thrown off roofs by the wrong sort of lifestyle. Women are not allowed to drive.
No, you Uncle Skins, you can have one as well. Here we go.
It's wrong.
I threw it at you, mate.
It's inappropriate, it's wrong, and it's not in way It's not in our way of life.
Bit political, Uncle
The
Stan,
English
this
way has
afternoon,
always
I'm
been
afraid.
freedom
A
of
bit
religion,
political,
so
mate.
that people can worship however they want. The problem there has been that it was always assumed that we'd be worshipping the Christian God, and that is no longer the case, which means that people are worshipping this warmongering paedophile, probably under demonic influence, and it's tearing us apart at the seams. So what is the answer to that? The answer to that is return to Christianity, return to Christ. And there are many, many people on our side who do not have the faith, but still see the importance of Christianity. So people with a message, I will not call it Muslim. I will not use the word Muslim. Muslim means true believer. They are not true believers. People who worship or who follow Muhammad are not true believers of God. Just as when they say Allah
Wave,
Akbar,
Benjamin, wave.
it doesn't
Benjamin,
mean
wave.
God is
Quick
great.
wave.
God is greater. These are
Wave,
claims
Benjamin.
of dominance. That Islamic faith is centered on taking over. The whole premise is to invade a land and to turn it into a caliphate.
Hey, don't stick your finger up,
Islam.
Benjamin. Wave. What are
It
you
is
doing?
to
Wave.
get Sharia everywhere. Now, we don't want Sharia. Well, I don't want Sharia. I'm not speaking for you. If we don't want Sharia, we all need to stand up and say, we do not want Sharia in this country. And so our politicians have not been listening. They've been importing Mohammedans for a long, long time. Don't know what the reason behind that is, but I can see that there are Christians who are being persecuted in southern Sudan, northern Nigeria, Artsakh, Armenia, China even, all across the world. Christians are being persecuted, but they're not being helped to come to Britain. So if the politicians think, yeah, we need more immigrants for whatever reason, be it GDP, jobs, whatever reason they give, at least they could be importing people with our values, but they haven't. They've been importing people who are hostile to our values, people who hate us and hate our way of life.
They do.
Which we can speculate all day as to why, but we've seen the fruits of that. We've seen that young, white, British, working class girls are being raped, abused, and even sometimes killed because they're not seen as an ordinary human to these people. In their culture, it's acceptable. The Pakistani Muslim rape gangs have been covered up by the establishment for far too long, from every level, from the local councillors to parliamentarians to the police forces. It's been covered up every way, from the councillors.
Is that my sound or is that his sound?
For the sake of diversity, inclusion, and equality. And I think it's time we said, actually, we don't want to be diverse. To be diverse means to remove something to replace it with something else. We don't want to remove Christianity. We don't want to remove Britishness or Englishness to replace it with a foreign hostile ideology. We don't want to be inclusive of everything. Not all ideas are equal. We live in a society, and we have to contribute to that society. Men contribute in different ways to women, but all of us contribute together to building this kingdom that we live in. And that needs to be recognized again. We need to ignore people who are saying that men and women are the same, because men and women have different gifts. We need to ignore the people who are saying that every culture is the same, because every culture is different, and some are better than others. And of course, we need to get back to that recognition of diversity, inclusion, and equality is harmful for our country. Let's rip that out, rip out wokeness, rip out Islam, and put Christianity back at the forefront. Let's remind ourselves who we are as a people. We're Christian people. We believe in the Christian God. We believe in faith, hope, and love. We believe that Jesus Christ died on the cross for us because we are sinners, and he died for that reason to offer us. He rose again to offer us eternal salvation, that we might live forever in him. That is a wonderful blessing, wonderful gift that he presents to us, and we are the ones who have to accept it by repenting of our sins and acknowledging faith in him. To do that, to repent of our sins, we need to repent of all this for the last 20 years, this mass immigration, this mass importing of people that hate us, this self-hatred that a lot of people in this country have at the moment. We need to repent of all of that, and we need to reclaim our Christian nation for once and for all. So thank you to everyone who's gathered today. Thank you to everyone who's organised it. And I hope there's another one soon. And I can't wait to be with you all. God bless you. And let's put Christ back in our hearts, back in our hearts.
I think there's a few, don't you?
Robinson.
There's a few, don't you?
Now, I'm going to show you all some images on the screen. I want you to give me your opinion, very vocally, of the people you're about to see. Let's go.
Boo! 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 Fucking hate Jeremy Vine. Boo! I don't know who that is. I don't know who that one is. Wave, Benjamin. Benjamin, wave. Wave. Oh, shit, you want me to say, oh, what, you're... There you go. Take it down, sorry. I'll take it down, Freezy. I'm sorry, I took it down for you. Sorry, I took it down for you, Freezy, all right? Good.
Got some words to say to you.
Definitely not. Thank you for being there with Tommy today. You know what? It is madness out there at the moment, isn't it? Absolute insanity. You're supposed to believe that the world is on fire, that Arthur can be Martha just by tucking his knob in his Spanx. And you're supposed to believe that the living nickel-eyed mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, represents decent Londoners. Well, we know that none of that is true. For the benefit of any lefty twat spangles from the media hiding in amongst our good people today, let me say a few things that I believe very clearly. And of course, no one else is required to agree with me or share my views. But I believe that freedom is God-given. No one has the right to take it away. I believe there are only two genders, male and female. I believe a parent has the responsibility for their child, and that child should be left to be a child for as long as is humanly possible. And I believe government must be small, of the people, for the people, by the people, and the only purpose of government is to ensure your liberty and your happiness. I believe all of those things, and I will not apologise for any of them. Saying these things, you lovely people have been labelled, given every label under the sun, conspiracy theorists, anti-vaxxers, racist. But of course, these people who label you lesser men were hoping you would shut up and go away. But we will not shut up, and we will not go away. And you guys have been proved right over and over again. Right about the managed decline of Britain. Right about the net zero mafia. Right about the pandemic. Right about the need to stand up for our Christian culture. Others choose to join. You have been proven right. And there is no pleasure in being right about these things, but there is power. The power of knowing that you were true to yourself when all others complied. The power of finding this new family of yours on the road, all around you, all good people who you can rely on. And the power of the attitude that you now have carved into your jawbone that says, don't mess with me. And I love it. Be optimistic, good people. In the end, we win. The truth always
Yeah,
does.
come on, Hopkins. Come on, Hopkins.
Be alone, like you were the only one, that you were isolated, that no one else thought the way you did. But that was never true. Let me reassure you here from the road that you are not alone. We are many, and we are stronger together.
I believe any culture movement that is formed for our culture has to involve Katie Hopkins. To the mainstream media, let me read you the headline from the Daily Mail today. Tommy Robinson leads football hooligans in London in massive protest. Daily Mail, your article has had 68 shares. We're currently live to 750,000 people.
And the rest, come on.
You no longer have the monopoly. You have no power. I am not going to miss this opportunity with this audience who are listening. If you're watching this live, I want you to listen to each person we introduce. I want you to follow them, to support them. Elon Musk gave me back my voice. Thank you, Elon. But Elon Musk hasn't just given me a voice. Citizen journalism is the answer to the corrupt media. Okay?
Oh, Natalie. Oh, Natalie. Fucking hell.
As they come out, oh my God. Let's start with the Voice of Wales. Voice of Wales, come here. Down the sun. Come here, lads. Where's the live camera there?
Yeah.
Tell people who you are and where they can follow you.
Follow it, Stan.
Go on, get on with it. Say it.
So, keeping it short, we're Voice of Wales. The main place to find us these days is X, and it is at VO Wales Official for our official account. Stan?
I haven't got a clue.
Stan's is at Stan VO Wales as well. You can find us on Rumble, Voice of Wales, and you can find us at our website, voiceofwales.com, and we're live every Tuesday and Thursday with lots of guests. Thank you. Come Amber! Welsh and proud, they say. Come on, boys. Everyone should be proud of their country and who they are. Right, Street Mike, where are you? Come on, up you get. Make sure if you're watching this live, if you're playing it back at home, you follow these people. Take the power away from the media. If the mainstream media are watching this, you're not the media anymore. Right? You're not.
This is the guy who's streaming this now. This is the guy. This is his channel, and we're watching him now. This is his footage we're watching.
And can I begin by saying, as an Englishman, I'm proud to be here, standing shoulder to shoulder with Tommy. It's been a brilliant day, and follow me. If you don't follow me, I don't care. But I report what goes on out there on the streets, and I love it. Sorry, go on YouTube. You can find me Street Meet Nightlife Stream. I will be at Speaker's Corner tomorrow, 1 till 5 p.m.
Big up. Carl Benjamin noticing. Is he still in? Carl, is he coming up? This is the only way we take the power away from them, okay? Oh.
Hey, bro.
It's been a hell of a day, isn't it? Look at the sea of people. Like tens of thousands of you.
Sorry.
My name's Carl Benjamin. You can follow me on Twitter, Sargon of a Cad, or go to loadseats.com, sign up for £5 a month, help us out, make sure we can keep doing our work to support this. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Carl has been fighting a culture war for years. James Harvey, where are you? James Harvey, come on. Introduce yourself, bro. Hello! Bloody hell, the amount of faces here is absolutely incredible! So I'm the leader of a group called Students Against Tyranny. We are leading the youngsters against all of this woke, progressive nonsense! You can follow me on Telegram, Students Against Tyranny Official, and Twitter at James Harvey 2503. Thank you. Where's Jono Jones? Sydney, you go. Introduce yourself, Donna.
I'm Sydney. I run a channel called Jono Jones 05. I mostly focus on transgenderism in children and how I am against that. I refuse to let my generation become corrupt.
So we need more of them to stand up.
You can find me at Jono Jones 05 on YouTube, Twitter, basically anywhere.
Thank you. Hey, hold on, Nana. I'll get you his channel name.
Resistance GB, where are you? Here we go, bruv. Come on.
Street Mike live stream is called. I'll share it, look, Nana, and then if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe, can't you?
The reason I got started on all of this was because back in 2020, our government decided they could look up people without a court order, without them having committed a crime.
This is that link there, Nana, is the guy's footage that we're watching
I saw
now.
thousands of people stand up for our freedom. And what did the mainstream media report? They reported that you good people were thugs. They reported that you attacked the police when I saw them beating you with batons. I went down to the court and I heard the Lord Chief Justice of England and Wales, when he was looking at whether the lockdowns were legal, talk not about the science, not about the evidence, but what he saw in the Times newspaper. Do we want to be governed by this filthy, smear-mongering mainstream media? Since then, I've been beaten up, maced, brutalised, assaulted, threatened and intimidated for doing journalism and bringing people the truth. And I am glad that this man here is out doing journalism, and I'm glad to see so many people reporting the truth now.
Yes.
We have to replace the mainstream media. We must bring back truth. And may I say, we need to free a man called Julian Assange.
Yes. We do need to do that. We do need to do that. Wave, Neil.
Thank
Wave, Neil.
much.
Wave.
My name is Will Coleshill from Resistance GB. Please subscribe to us on Twitter, Telegram, Odyssey, and anywhere else. YouTube, we've got 5,000 people going right now. So I think with all of these numbers, you're not just at 750,000. I think you might be at 1 million, Tommy.
Come on.
Big up. The media are the cancer and we are the cure.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
And we're not going anywhere. Alan Merritt, where are you, bro?
Go on, Alan.
Come on, Alan.
Big up, Alan.
Introduce yourself.
Mate,
Guys, a lot of you know me from my child abuse experience as a child abuse survivor. All my family were abused in state welfare. You know, I call this place Westminster, and I go around the country speaking at events as a survivor of historic child abuse. The little boy inside me could not speak. The adult in me will speak and will carry on speaking. Save our children, find me,
yes.
YouTube,
Westminster, I like that.
And TikTok.
Boom, like that.
We're going to shout out to Busker as well. I think he's coming up. Lewis, come up.
He's not coming.
Lewis Blackpool, yeah?
Well, I wasn't expecting this. I don't really get out of the house that much. So, no, my name's Lewis Brackpool. I've been a journalist, independent journalist, for 3 years now. And I'm going to admit to something, actually. I used to dislike you. I believed the crap that the mainstream media posted about you and everyone else. But then I realized they are lying. They are lying to each and every one of you. And that's why citizen journalism is so important. So important. So thank you to everyone here that has come out today and shown your support, and every single journalist here that has reported the truth today. Now, I could stand here and promote my own social media, but there is one person that actually I really want to promote today. And it is one person that will never turn his face from you, even if you're at your lowest. And his name is Jesus Christ.
As well. Come on, take it, baby.
Thank you very much.
Living like London.
Where's Half? Half?
We've been watching some of Harv's footage today as well.
Half's the vote. Peter, where are you? Come on.
Thank you. My name is Peter McElvenna. I've been running Portugal for the last 4.5 years. And why? Because it is hard to speak truth. I mean, I've worked in this place for 12 years for Lord Pearson, someone who's fearless in the
I like that. It's at Westminster. Westminster.
Who will speak on Islam. I've also the pleasure of working for Gerard Batten. One of the, when you meet politicians, you realize there is ego in many politicians. you meet Gerard, and there is zero ego. He wants to do what is right for this country, and that's an example for us all. But the reason why I do Hard Spoke is simply truth, because we need to speak truth, and we no longer know what truth is about. I echo what Lewis says, but unless we understand what it means to have truth and what truth means, we will go further and further adrift. But you can find us every Monday, Thursday, Saturday. We are at Hearts of Oak UK on Twitter, X, and heartsofoak.org.
There you go. Boom.
And the representative of the next company is from Rebel Media. Ezra Levant turned me from a football hooligan into a journalist. Thank you, Ezra. Alexa, introduce yourself, darling.
I think I'm the most exotic person here in the crowd. Hello, I'm from Montreal, and I'm the French reporter for Rebel. I don't know if you know Rebel News, but yeah, great. So if you wanted to watch the report, it would be available at battleforlondon.com. And if you want to follow us, of course, like we have YouTube, Rumble, we have our website, rebelnews.com. And for my Twitter, you can also follow me at The Voice Alexa. Wow, is it me? I'm doing like some interference. It's crazy. Oh, I think it's my microphone. Okay, so I'm speaking like that. But thank you for being there.
Now, a gentleman who's become a good friend of mine is flown over from the United States of America. Big Don, come on. We've got to see the size of his triceps.
Hello, England! People always ask me, why do you care so much about Tommy Robinson in England? It's because your plight is our plight. Everything that's happening to you is happening in the United States right now. I want you guys to know that Tommy Robinson is a national treasure. And I hope you protect him as such and appreciate him as such. The lawfare that they're doing to Tommy Robinson now is the same thing they're doing to our former president, Donald Trump. Tommy and you guys are representative of what's going on in the Western culture right now. It's going on all over the West. We have to fight back. We have to fight back starting now. If you're at home watching, if you're not fighting, if you're not standing up, if you're not speaking, you have to raise your voices. We have to take back the West. Thank you, Tommy Robinson. Thank you for being a great patriot. You can follow me at Real Don Keith on X and Instagram, The Real Beef Don Keith on Facebook. Thank you very much.
So, Rog, where's the Rog? Here you go, bro.
How's it all going? Yeah, I'm Suraj. My channel is called Actual Coverage. And I started in 2020 when the lockdown happened. But I've never trusted the media for years, for decades. Like, I remember when I was 18, that's when I realized they're lying, because all of a sudden I'm paying tax. But the penny dropped during lockdown, and I realized that, look, it's getting very serious now. And very quickly I refused to comply. I was like, I'm not complying with this bullshit. And I came out just like all of you. I see a lot of people who were there with me too. And then we all saw the media. 100 people turn up, 1,000 people turn up. It was the biggest protest in UK history. And then I heard the stories from the people next to me, horrible stories. And I was just thinking, that should have been filmed. So I had a little GoPro, and I went out and I started doing it, and I haven't stopped. And now we're all here. And what's amazing is I see everybody who started with me, and they're all here. And after 4 years, like, it's the first time somebody asked me to actually come on stage, come behind the barrier, and get some recognition, not just for me, but for everybody, because we're all doing our own little things. So thank you, Tommy, and thank you, everybody involved in the team, for actually doing this, because there's a lot of unsung heroes here who are just grafting, and we're fighting. So thank you very much. And where to follow me? Actual Coverage. right? It's on everything. Twitter, Rumble, Odyssey, Telegram, and YouTube, but that's a dying place. Fuck YouTube, exactly. So thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your peaceful day. All right?
Oh, another lad who you're all going to have seen as well, Nyack. He's in our documentary.
Hello, real London. I'm a freedom fighter, actually. You can find me in police station cell. Unfortunately.
I'm in police stations.
Yeah. Thank you so much for standing with Tommy Robinson today. Actually, you're standing for your country, for your future.
Testing.
We, Iranian, when we have some people like Tommy Robinson in 1979, we never lost our country and Islamism never come to power. Thank you. And never forget, if you
Don't
stay
forget,
silent,
if this is the first time you've seen Street
you
Mike, make sure you
don't
smash
have
that
place
subscribe button. So
run away.
if this is the
You
first
have
time you've
place
seen Street Mike, make
like
sure you
UK,
smash that
we
subscribe
come
button.
in UK, and you give us opportunity to live and in a freedom country, but they use freedom against you.
That link he just said there is just there. Look.
Just never forget.
Don't give him a like. This is the footage we're watching.
Give them opportunity.
That's his channel. Or go over there and watch it if you want.
Thank you so much.
Make sure you give him a like though and subscribe and that.
Right, two more. I know we've had a lot of your time today, yeah? Hafez, up you come, bro.
Guys, thank you everyone. Wow, this is amazing. I'm just some small guy. I'm just a guy in the street. I am another Iranian though, I will say this. And all I have to say is look to us, the Iranians, the Christian Syrians, the Christian Egyptians. We are the canary down the minefield of what could happen to these societies. I've been warning about the dangers of Islam for 20 years, and people keep saying, no, it's peaceful. Finally, it has happened. It's in your streets. Eventually, it'll be in your schools.
Wave, Neil. Wave.
Schools, and you will see it.
Too quick.
Please
Too quick.
take note of where we came from, because we don't want our countries to be Islamists. We don't want our countries to be dominated by an Islamic mullah regime or a caliphate. And that is the future that I foresee in this country, given the birth rates, given the immigration rates. I know this, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but this crowd is unbelievable. I love the flags. I love the fact that I feel I'm still in England. I still am in England. You can follow me on Hawkers Reflects on YouTube, Fancy Star UK on Twitter or X. But thank you, Tommy, for everything you do.
Make sure if you're one of the people watching this, you slow down these videos, you follow every single one of them, you like their content and you support them. The next girl was flown here today from Australia.
Wow.
AW Today, Anna, come on. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Anna McGovern, and we're from the Aussie Wire AW.today. How is everyone doing? No, I've been speaking to a bunch of people in the crowd. We've been doing interviews on the ground, just getting coverage for the channel. And I think the main sentiment, the main takeaway from today is everyone loves their country. Everyone just wants the best for Britain. And I think that's a powerful thing. I think that's a really good thing. And it's really great to see everyone here. So yeah, pardon? So Anna McGovern UK on Twitter, or the Aussie Wire AW.today is our name. So you can find us on all social media platforms. Thank you.
And now, someone who I watched a lot of, I really like their content. I think if there was an award to give today for what I'd call Citizen Journalist of the Year.
Oh, Natalie, if she's still here, Natalie. Oh, yeah, Natalie. Oh, Natalie. Look at him smiling. Oh, yes. Look at him. Could be James Bond. Look at him.
Hello. The establishment out there on the far left want people to think that this gathering is an angry group just being anti-things and complaining about things. But this event...
She loves him.
is
Oh,
about
God damn it,
also
she does,
getting
Nana.
together. Look at the crowd. Look at the Scottish flags, Welsh flags, English flags, of course Union flags, the Iranian flags, the Israeli flags, American flags. This is about sending a positive message, about actually fighting for our values and the British natives fighting for their identity. The problem we have is that for a long time, liberal secular society, which as a foundation is a good idea, but it's gone too far because liberal secular society can only work if you have the foundation of traditional values. And if you become complacent, you lose it. There was a country that was free, and it was a liberal secular society until 1979, when the Islamic occupiers took over, because the people in the country were complacent. They thought they would always have freedom. That country was Iran. Do not turn Britain into another Iran.
He's right. He's fucking right.
Now, this kingdom is a family. Whether you were born here or not, treat it as a family. If you're a British native, fight for your values. If you're a guest and a newcomer, respect the identity of the society. It doesn't matter. I don't care what your skin color is or your color of your hair, or if your pronouns are avo and caldo. You must treat it as a family. Now, I also have a message to all the British Christians out there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are having a crisis of birth rates and demographics. You must start having babies. Have a lot of babies. In fact, straight after this event, go and have babies. Big up. To all the men out there, don't drink too much beer because sometimes that affects it. Now, finally, the problems that we are finally talking about solutions. This is a positive campaign and movement, right? But it's not just about political issues. You can change your political parties, have a new party, have a new leader, whatever. We also have to fight the institutions and culturally across the country because people have been neglected, which means the political left for decades and decades have been infiltrating our institutions, from academia to our cultural institutions, to media, to the political establishment. It's time for us to do the same now. It's time for us to show them that the new media revolution is here. I was going to be claiming that we have a lot of people watching on 2C TV live right now, but Tommy is getting almost 1 million people, so well done. The point of it is, we are the media, and we are doing it together. And if you want to support us, if you want to support 2C TV, of course it's on YouTube, 2C TV, or you could go on 2C.tv, the website, and support us as well. And of course, support all the other independent journalists and reporters and broadcasters here as well. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Maya 2C, and we, the media.
Like that.
We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there, yeah? Guys and girls, right? I'm going to show you some more images now. I want you to give a very strong and passionate reaction to the people you see.
A little bit, innit? No, come on, boo.
Let's hear it. Trump, Trump, Trump. Our message to Donald Trump and the United States and every American who's watching this. Your election in November is far bigger than your country, okay? Donald Trump is needed in this world to bring back peace. His leadership is needed to save the West. All of our countries are being flooded. They are destroying our cultures. They're bringing us down. It's an attack on the West. And there's only one person that's going to stop it. And you have that opportunity in November with this legend. Oh. I have another friend who's American. He's travelled over. I'm going to let him say a few words quickly. And tell people where to follow you as well, bro.
Sounds like his voice is gone, doesn't it? I'm fucking shouting all day.
Here. This is an amazing group who's fighting to have their country back. And I really just admire the enthusiasm you guys have on the front lines of Western civilization. My family fled Iran in 1979.
Yeah.
My grandfather married a Jewish woman. His middle name was Muhammad. This was back when Iran had a good relationship with the British, Israel, and the United States. Then what happened, as some of the other speakers have said, a group of fanatics came in and took over. In Israel, where some of my family is from, in Jerusalem, they're surrounded by fanatics. On October 7th, came in, essentially murdered and raped innocent women in Israel. What Tommy Robinson and all of you are doing right now is you're taking a stand against the fanaticism that's going to take over your country and make London into London-style.
Oh, well, yeah, he said it.
If you would have asked people in 1977 in Iran, did they think a revolution would happen and their country would be destroyed, they would say no. Don't think it can't happen here in England, because it can. Your country will get taken over. Those people don't respect your culture. They take advantage of your social credit welfare system. They hate you. They don't respect you. They look at you
All right,
like
John.
dogs.
All right, John.
Infidels
Benjamin's
that
there. Our
deserve
boy's
to
on the
be
ground.
Conquered and submitted into submission. All of you here are taking a stand. And Tommy Robinson is making British history by taking a stand and holding the fucking line against the fanaticism.
My mum's here. Oh, mum. Don't swear. My mum's here. I don't fucking swear.
Make
Now,
England
mum.
great
Didn't
again.
realise you're here. Benjamin's there somewhere. We keep telling him to wave, but
You know who?
he's a bit small, so can't see him above the crowd.
Danny's been by my side for years, yeah. And lots of the things that have happened, Danny's always been there, always supported. St George's Day, Danny put on. I wasn't even involved in it really. So Danny, introduce him. Hello, I'm Danny Tomo. Honestly, what we did on St George's Day was beautiful, and what we've done today is we stepped it up. This is the beginning of the end for them. They know it. It's coming.
Begins in June.
I just want to say, please get home safe after this event. Don't let them antagonise you. You're all very much. So what we've done today is making history. We're bringing back our culture. We're bringing back our religion. And we thank Jesus Christ for everything that we have done and everything we will do.
Just hope it carries through. Let's just hope it does, you know.
And again, we don't want to waste this opportunity. There's over 800,000 people now watching. There's someone else who I've grown as a friend, who I respect. Danny Roscoe, where are you?
It's pretty cool, though, isn't it? 800,000 people watching. Fucking hell.
Are we here to take our country back? So I represent Black, White, Unite, and I think today we've achieved that. We are here as one. We are here for the people, and these people over here, the establishment, who have tried
No, I know, John.
to oppress us.
Yeah, you never know, though, mate.
Out and they're saying, "Wow, we've got something to, we have to really think about it, because today is the day, like my friend says, that we're holding the line." Thank you. Now, I know Calvin Robinson would have always have done this. So there's a couple of lads here. Where are they? I want to end
Give
this
you one, Mum, shouldn't I, really? Blimey. No, that sounded terrible. I meant like a spanner. Duck, Mum. Duck. You might get it on the head by a spanner.
Spiritual battle against the powers of darkness. And there is only one king, the light of the world, who can overcome the darkness. So pray with me like you did in Sunday school growing up. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer, and the power of God alone will set us free. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Bye, Benjamin.
God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but will have everlasting life. Praise God. Where's Speaker's Corner Bob? Where is he?
My arse is numb. Well numbed on this one side here. Wait, Benjamin, wait. Benjamin, wait now.
He deserves a shout out. You want to see Christian, a strong Christian, argue Christians' points against Islamic radicals in Speaker's Corner, you have to follow this next man.
Big up, Bob. So for those of you who are watching, Bob has been missing for a few weeks, and he turns up today with Tommy Robinson, and I hope tomorrow he'll be back. Let's listen to Bob.
Christ is King. There is an authority higher for us than the Parliament. There is an authority greater than us, than the liberal media, and that is our Lord Jesus Christ. And we won't surrender our heritage, our culture, or our religion to those that seek to make us second-class citizens as dhimmis in our own land. Thousands of years ago, Christians fought to defend one another against oppression and persecution. And right now, our brothers and sisters in Egypt, in Armenia, in Lebanon, in Syria, in Indonesia, in Malaysia, in Pakistan, are all suffering under the yoke of Sharia law. We must not allow Sharia law in the United Kingdom. We must stand with our brothers and sisters around the world in the name of Christ, because Christ unites black and white, white and Asian, Asian and American. He unites us under a single banner, the banner of the cross. And so, I say, and I want you to join with me in saying, that it isn't Parliament that is king, or Charles that is king, but Christ who is king. Christ is king! 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 And not that I am worthy of being followed, But if you want to watch some interesting debates, you can find my channel on Bob of Speaker's Corner on YouTube. But I'm really not worthy to share a stage with this man, who I want to give a personal thanks to. Because in the north of England, as all of you well know, thousands of children were being raped, and no one was willing to talk about it until this man forced all of them to talk about it.
You missed him, Experimental Elemental. You missed him.
Grateful for what he did.
You missed him, Experimental Elemental. He did a big long speech. Oh, you missed it.
So that's Bob from Speaker's Corner, and let's hope he's going to be back at Speaker's Corner tomorrow, because
No,
Bob
you missed him. I know. I've got to delete this afterwards as well.
for about 4 weeks. Let's
listen. I like how he does that.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah, thank you. Do you know what will kill this country? Apathy. People thinking that we can't do anything. The entire next election in 4 weeks in this country is being dictated by the Islamic community, who make up 7% of the population. We have to get organised. We are the majority, okay? We need to give people something to believe in. How do we do that? I don't believe one person does that. I believe that every single person that you've seen talk today, every media person you've seen represented, and many others who wish to protect our culture and our country need to
On the
come
replay?
together.
Well, before I delete it, you mean?
Need to work a plan. I'm not saying that we have all the answers, but what we want to tell them is that we're going to fight them. We're going to no longer become minorities in our
See what
towns.
Google's saying again, shall we?
Allow our freedom of speech
Google, yeah.
today. This is a battle of David versus Goliath. Every one of them,
I'll just click on the news tab. Not a goddamn thing about it. Nothing about it at all.
Insignificant. Today, we took a step towards Goliath.
Just click on news. Nothing at all.
July,
Nothing.
And between then and now, everyone who's up there and some need to get talking and working on a plan. Have you had a good day today? If you watched this at home and you were worried about coming because of the lies and smears of the media and the politicians, next time,
Tommy Robinson supporters shout out a hate chant at a far-right London demo. That's what it says. What's that? Shout out hate chant at far-right London demo. The Metropolitan Police are on high alert. Identified individuals in the crowd associated with violent disorder.
That's what it says.
That's what it says on the Telegraph.
Will you all come again on the 27th of July? Will you bring your friends with you on the 27th of July? We are just laying the foundations. On the 27th of July, we hope many people can give you a vision, a belief that there is a future.
Telegraph there,
See,
fucking
we need
disgusting.
them. At the minute, for the last however many years, we feared them. They should fear us. We are the people, as I said, ignore the election in 4 weeks' time, it's pointless. Keir Starmer's getting in. We've got 4 to 5 years, and we need to get organised, we need to build a community, we need to build a brotherhood and sisterhood, and we're going to finish this now on another song from the lovely...
I like that, Ben. What if his wife calls him Tommy or Stephen? Then I reckon she probably calls him Stephen when she's pissed off with him, Bern. Right? And then when they're getting jiggy, she's, oh, hey, Tommy, do me, baby. Do me. Probably. Shut up, you weirdos. That's probably what happens, though. That's probably what happens. It is. That's probably what happens. So there we go, then. There we go. I think that's probably about it for today. I don't know. We'll see what happens after this song. But there you go. So the Telegraph have put Tommy Robinson supporters shout out hate chant at far-right London demo. Metropolitan Police have identified individuals in the crowd associated with violent disorder. Good. Now it takes the piss, doesn't it? It does. The way they spin things and that. We've been sitting here watching it all afternoon. bar a little ruckus at the front, which was nothing, wasn't it? Idiots a bit bored, I think, because the film was too long. But I don't know. I hope it will start something today. I hope maybe it begins in June, and I hope it does. Whether it will or not, we've yet to see, haven't we? But you know, I'm thinking though maybe next time I might go. Oh, I might go. If Benjamin, if you can hear this, mate, he's probably in the pub now. I'm in the pub. But what I might do, Benton. Yeah. But what I might do maybe is go down to Benjamin next time, maybe. And go down and actually stream it myself, maybe. That might be worth doing, mightn't it? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see, because it's right in my daughter's fucking birthday. No, I don't like going to London. It scares me. Yeah, shut up, Dave. Shut up. Yeah. Yeah, I reckon that's what happens, though. It's like Stephen, when he's in the bad books, and Tommy, you know, my missus does that to me. David, like that. But, you know, oh, yeah, hey, Flash. Shit, she's watching this in the kitchen. Hey, all right, babe. Love you. She's letting me sit here, dude. It's like sit here all afternoon. Oh, my ass is dead, though, just on this side, just here. Fucking hell. I said I might do this again later on. I don't know. I don't think I can walk. Help me. Got a dead leg. I've got a dead leg. Help me. Oh. Cockles and jellied eels. Lovely. That sounds lovely. Experimental elemental. I can't find that Trump shines Sharia law on Google. I don't know. Is that true? I have no idea. Did he do that? Bastard, if he did. Did he? I don't know. But I reckon cockles and jellied eels, don't you? Oh, yeah. See if the news has changed anymore. No! Yeah, there you go. They're all like hate chants. Hate chants. Tommy Robinson leads football hooligan march in London. God. Tommy Robinson marches lead anti-Muslim chant in a London demo. Fucking hell.
I want to thank everybody on.
Let me turn it back up, sorry.
This event today was put on because generous people have supported a campaign for us to fund it. I hope if you've watched this, if you couldn't make it, you sat at home, but you contributed to the costs of this, you've enjoyed yourself, and you've known that none of it would have happened without you. Every one of you supported our work, so thank you. Personally, from every one of us, from me, from the team, thank you. Someone, I forgot to mention one person which just popped in my head. I don't think he's here anymore. Paul Thorpe. Make sure. Paul, are you here? Do you know what? I didn't forget to mention them. Whoever wrote the list.
Mr. Thorpe, quite like Mr. Thorpe.
Say, look at this, look at this. Just have a look at the people next to you right now. This is your family.
They can't see Benjamin if they're looking about. They look like that. Can't see him.
We will never, ever.
Oh, there he is. He's down there. Look. He's down there.
Next time.
He's down there. Look. Oh, Benjamin. Look at that. What are you doing down there?
As many of your friends as possible, because as Tommy said, look at the peace, look at the love. There's no reason to be scared.
He's got a good suit on.
Join us, and let's be loud.
All better wear it though. Well,
more than anything, thank you everyone for your kindness and thank you for following me. I love you all. Thank you very much.
Paul Thorpe. If you don't follow him, he's worth a follow here on YouTube.
There was a lot of pit stewards who volunteered their time today. Kaz, Ginger Tony, thank you for sorting it all out. But again, this event wouldn't have happened without one more gentleman who worked tirelessly to put this together. Richard Inman, where are you, Richard?
Richard Flingburn.
I was feeling so ignored and so left out, I was behaving like a bitch. But look, this event has been the best event we've ever put on. I put my ego in the corner for a little while because there's loads
Ginger
of speakers
Tony.
that are better than me now.
I can't.
I want to say something.
Can't pull a suit off.
No,
I
stop
can't.
sulking. I want to say
Can't
something.
pull a suit off. I can't.
That house to your right.
Oh, is that me or is it him?
About the great replacement. I want the great replacement. I want to replace the scum traitors in the
Yeah, baby. That must be his. That must be his.
And get rid of them. They are corrupt. They are evil. They have destroyed our country, and they have to go.
Like his passion. Come
I
on.
believe, I like looking at stats. 79% of Brits of whatever background believe there's too much immigration. Do you agree?
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
That makes up 30 million voters that agree with us. They don't agree with the Labour Party. They don't agree with the Conservatives. And they don't agree with Nigel Farage and his Reform Party with his one in, one out immigration policy. They want the doors closed. And that's what's going to happen. Today has been a superb day. Look at all these people from all different backgrounds, all different colours. We're all united by one thing, and I got this from Paul Thorpe. What's in our hearts? Every single one of our hearts is red, white, and blue. And give it up for Tommy Rollington. Thank you very much.
I'd rather have people like that in charge, though, Bernard. I would. I'd rather have people like that in charge.
We just asked one more thing. We're going to be live in about an hour. Carl Benjamin, Mayor Tusi, Lawrence Fox. We're going to be talking about today, banging heads on what we do next, talking about 27th of July. You have all acted impeccably, behaved impeccably today. Okay? Well done. Well done. Do you know what? Well done, Symmetric.
Oh, what? No! No! What? There we go then.
We're going to get some
we're back.
chops.
We're up. No. It's not me. I think it's him.
Someone's dropped their car keys over here. It looks like a Fiat. We're going to leave them here. So you check your pockets and you realise you've lost the car key. We've got it here, right? It's a Fiat car key. Everyone, thank you for coming. It's been an absolute pleasure. Kelly, darling, let's have a round of applause for Kelly.
There we go then. So, a long afternoon, wasn't it?
DJing over here. He's going to put some music on now. We've got D-Rig, we've got loads of stuff to sort out. Thank you all again. 27th of July, right? Make your plans.
There you go then. So that's about it now. I think I'm done for the afternoon. That was a long afternoon, blimey. Well done to Miss. Hey, where it began. Fumble halumbly doon. Fumble a humble. Shut up, Dave.
So, Derek.
That was good. I enjoyed that. It was all right. No, it was all right. Well, it's all right, wasn't it? Like, you know, we're all allowed to agree and disagree, aren't we? Like, you know, it's just, you know, we've all got different views, haven't we? But I think we can all agree pretty much with what the message was there today, that something needs to be done, doesn't it? It does. Pretty quick. Like I said, maybe it's time. Maybe this is the start of the pushback, the real pushback. I don't know. I'd like to be optimistic and say that. Maybe it is the start of a pushback. You never know. You know, you got to keep positive, haven't you? Keep positive. Come on. Be proud of who you are. And Mr. Benjamin, if you watch this back or you hear any of it back or anything, mate, well done for going down there today, man. You're a legend for going down there. You are. They're all singing now. I want to sing. Swim only one. Right, yeah, I might come back later then. I'll see what my missus says, my beautiful missus. I'll see whether she lets me come back later or not. Because she might want to, I don't know. She might want to say, no, you've streamed enough. But we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. Interesting afternoon anyway. Feel like we sort of did our bit. Although we couldn't be there, we did our bit, didn't we? Come on! Trump and the Conservatives are blamed for being racist. And are they? Oh, I have no idea. But again, I hope he gets in, Nana. I do. Like, that's once we leave here now, it's going to be like this stream never happened. You know that, aren't you? You're never going to mention this stream again, especially around Steve. Don't mention it around Steve, all right? Don't mention it around Steve, all right? Because we're just going to keep just, all right, Elemental. Once we leave here, all of us, 12 of us, so it's like it never happened. Except you all got spanners, so it sort of did happen in a weird sort of way, didn't it? But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm not just going to keep sitting here and waffling because I've been sitting here all afternoon and not having no mass. It's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the goddamn truth. So if I do come back later, it'll be about 10:30 probably. I'm just going to play some chilled out dance music and that, some old dance music and that. I think maybe if I come back later on, and obviously Acapulco. No. But oi, Benton, shh. Is it now? Shh. All right. We might do if I don't go to the next one, we might do the next one again, stream it in the afternoon. Could be a monthly thing, couldn't it? You know, come on. It's like I hate 4 hours. Come on, fuck everybody. Get it all out. Then not mention it again for the next month, maybe. I don't know. Shut up. Yeah, it's been all right. Thank you for spending it with me this afternoon. Because like I said, otherwise I'd be sitting in the kitchen with a real numb ass. I'm sitting on 2 cushions here. I would have been sitting in the kitchen all afternoon watching it by myself. And I thought, if I'm going to watch it, I might as well watch it with you lot. Come on. Right. Shut up. I will. Hopefully. Oh, look, they're still singing. Let's have a quick listen. Bimbo. Maybe that's better. No, I bet that's not Benjamin, is it? You can't see him. He's too small. But anyway, I hope you get home safe, Benjamin. Right, I'm going to go. See you later. Let's do... if I'm going to do it, it'll be 10:30. If. We'll see. Because I haven't got anything planned, as normal. Yeah. And it will be on the Dave Empire. It won't be on the Waffle House. It will just be over here. So, right. I'm not going to play nothing out. I'm just going to go. All right. Oh, see you later, little wing. All right. Yeah, thanks for spending the afternoon with me. And I will see you all later, maybe. If not, shut up. Just go. All right. See you later. Go. See ya.